scary.
There could be anyone there, yeah, absolutely. And I'm getting absolutely terrified of the dinosaurs whilst I'm playing. You know, I'll grab an M4, I look up, it's dinosaur, I look down, it's an angled foregrip. I'm like, oh, okay, this is not so bad. I look back at the dinosaur, and then I have to find a compound. So all in all, very awful time. Exactly.
That's Max's job, right?
Right, that's Max's job. He's got blue on lock, right? He's got the Raptors along his side, but none of us can quite play PUBG Mobile the way that Max does.
That's true. That is true. I don't know, 7 might give him a run for his money.
Actually, yeah, he does carry us in most
I'm not
games.
sure. But if you're interested in just how these teams are going to deal with Dinopoc and the rest of Vikendi, and you should be watching together with us. Watch PMWI together in the in-game esports center with your friends to win PMWI special sets.
And also, the 2022 PMWI gun skin and outfit is available. You can grab those packages that are on sale for a limited time, and it's a limited time. I'm going to have to leave that alone for the time because BTR have just dropped in the same compound as Deadeyes Guys.
Trying to heat up Trevno. DBS already picked up by the Deadeyes Guys. Tommy gun as well. It's going to be loot fast as much as you can. What have you got to be able to put in
this fight? BTR, man. Wow, what a fight.
A micro Uzi there on the top floor. Good nade, but it's spotted out. The off angle from Luxy. It's the Tommy gun. Say hello to my little friend. DBS to Luxy to finish that one off. The final nail in that coffin, and that's the first elimination. $2 grand found for Luxy.
Bhai, $2000
Luxy, get that money in the bank. And now Deadeyes Guys, they're on the back foot. They've got the Thompson, the M4, and another Thompson. Looking to unleash a hail of bullets upon Bigetron.
Tell something about Bangalore people and event.
But they've already got
Bangalore people are always fun to meet, man. Both crazy, both chill, both maza aata hai.
In Trevno.
Bangalore weather
can get a little bit more done.
If they can get the team elimination as
Bangalore
well.
Bangalore weather is like
huge news. So they're
Bangalore एक हिसाब से second home है मेरे लिए. अगर मैं कभी हैदराबाद छोड़ूं भगवान तभी हैदराबाद छोड़ूंगा ना भाई. हैदराबाद is love, हैदराबाद is प्यार. हैदराबाद जान है, हैदराबाद is city नहीं है पूरे इंडिया में. But अगर in case कभी हैदराबाद छोड़ना रहे तो I will go Bangalore just because of its weather. Traffic तो horrible है, but weather के लिए Bangalore जाऊंगा. But हैदराबाद कभी नहीं छोड़ूंगा. हैदराबाद भैया दिल में.
Something done here, but shooting off the DBS to frighten the opposition.
Event बहुत crazy था, setup बहुत crazy था. Public बहुत आया. मजा आ गया.
Front two players from BTR. But they're on the top floor. I feel like, I mean, it has got
full stuntman भी use करते हैं, देख रहे हो?
Range, I suppose.
स्टन वन करके जाते हैं एकदम फुल एकदम केओ बन जाते हैं लोग. वैलोरेंट का केओ रहता है ना, फ्लैश करता है, स्टन फेंकता है.
Falcons are just moving across the map at the moment.
टीबोन कैसा बंदा है, जबरदस्त. शिन्या मोहम्मद क्या
UMP
मजा आया भाई. टीबोन फाटू के साथ बहुत बकचोदी.
That's how deadly this weapon can be, but open road.
फाटू पे कभी स्ट्रीम करेंगे ना तो उनको बोलना थ्रेड्स तो है. ये बोलना ठीक. आफ्टर पार्टी में बहुत बकचोदी थी. फाटू पे के साथ
already the snow
फाटू पे तो बोलना थ्रेड्स तो है, थ्रेड्स.
Most teams start to move across.
ये बोलना फाटू भाई. आफ्टर पार्टी में बहुत बकचोदी की भाई, बहुत बकचोदी भाई. आफ्टर पार्टी में नेक्स्ट लेवल बकचोदी. लोगों को याद रहेगा नहीं रहेगा वो नहीं पता. समझ रहे हो क्या बोल रहा हूं.
Traded off, never alone with that DBS. We've seen it be so brutal.
ये क्या भाई.
Seems like everyone's wanting to pick it up this time around. Zarang doesn't want anything to do with it. Here's the bad news as the ka-chunk sends his legs a quiver. Runs away for the hills, powerful again, pushing in. Microzi in hand, straight down the stairs.
Push कर रहे हैं.
The corner gets the damage in and is followed up
Aladdin की entry तो है.
as well, but backup is in for 7C as they swell around the ground floor. And now the pressure is on for Falcons to take the top.
Aladdin nice.
Goes Spray God and lives up to the name. First knock goes through. Aladdin wants to pursue this one.
But DBS is fair, DBS is fair.
Sat alone in the bathroom, has the DBS.
Nice.
Got enough rounds. No, he does not.
Nice.
7C
दो लेके
back up their team up the top.
क्या बात है. Guys, India up in the chat. Pure bot.
On the enemy team.
अब क्या करना है चिचा की यू टर्न मार के चलियो जी.
Really struggling.
पुट्टे दे दिए अभी. अलादीन की एंट्री तो है.
Already found for them.
S7 is up in the chat. GMD let's go.
Packing here.
मजा आ गया.
As fast as possible.
लियो.
Comfortably loot.
Jord
Rest of this compound. Over to
Jord
the
in the
western
chat,
side of the map. Falcons have nothing else to do but just send it running.
राजस्थान कब आओगे. मिलना है मुझे आपसे. मिलोन भाई जरूर.
Keep yourself alive. Get some points on board.
Jord India up in the chat.
$60,000 remember here at the Afterparty Showdown.
अरे टीम को वाइप करते थे $5-8 मिल जाता बे.
No, that
पता है.
well.
अगर ये लोग इनको वाइप कर देते ना इधर, ये दो तो भाग गए अब, और भागते नहीं और फाइट लेते ना तो अपनी टीम को वापस $5,000 मिलते हैं। वो है ना फर्स्ट टीम एलिमिनेशन को $5,000 है भाई, 4 लाख रुपए।
Looking for more race to shut the door. You can't see me now.
भाई VP versus S2G लास्ट मैच चिकन डिनर थे इनके।
Knocking on this door first before sending it in to take my vehicles.
देखते भाई।
I'm missing something here. I feel like you're expecting me to get something on.
फाइट हो लेते हार्ट बीट इधर बढ़ जाती है यार।
Thanks for the memories, John, even if they weren't so great.
Oh, got it.
मम्मा जीजी है क्या कॉल पे? WhatsApp चेक करो बोलो ना। WhatsApp चेक करो बोलो ना।
No, it's definitely great.
Even if they weren't so good.
अरे अभी चेक करो बोलो ना एक बार।
Oh no.
No, don't look this up. Stop. No, stop it. It's fine. No, we can do it. No, we do it after the game. No,
it's a mid-game Google.
No, don't do the lyric. Look,
क्या चल रहा है इनका
just need to
कास्टिंग
be
में?
dropping some mayhem on this match right
एक बार
now.
बेलगाम और
Because S2G
कर्नाटका
extremely
बैंगलोर
close
जितनी
to Vampire
फैसिलिटीज नहीं है
Esports.
बट वेदर
This
अमेजिंग
way
है यार
can really go
मैन।
down.
जरूर रहेंगे। पीका भाई ने मारा
S2G not really
राट
taking
के बंदे को।
close quarters fight.
తాగిన తెలుగు ఏం చెప్పాలి మిస్టరీ BGMI చాలా మిస్టరీ ఉన్న నా గేమ్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది తెలియదన్నా.
Not really.
And I was right, wasn't I?
Oh no.
I was correct. Anyway, don't ever.
बस 45 मिनट्स में अपनी डॉक्यूमेंटरी आ गया।
fall
इधर आओ
out
कभी हैदराबाद भूल जाओगे। अरे हैदराबाद भाई दुनिया के कौन से में भी चले दुनिया के कौन से कोने में भी चले जाऊं।
S2G still
हैदराबाद कभी नहीं भूलूंगा भाई।
Closed that door earlier on, but Schweppes has a good idea. Nades over, and it's clean. But Racy's able to just shield himself, fend off the shrapnel somehow with a pan in hand, just blast it back.
Seemingly an unstoppable force.
डैमेज यार अच्छा डैमेज यार।
Curtailed.
दोनों सामने आमने से उठा।
Another nade in. That one could be good. That's on the money. Razy can't
अच्छा
stand
नेट
up
दिया
to a second.
रे। दोनों ही दूसरे पे ले
One of his lives there. Schwepp gets across just about. Silas with the G36. Not quite able to get the job done.
Razy does go down, and Schweppes would love to confirm this, but Silas with such a good oversight on this.
उर्दू लगा भाई बहुत पीछे चल रहा है।
This is a really, really good place to
और
take down the enemy team as well. Nice knock off the Schweppes here. Bullets come back their way, but this is right inside
But
the
इनका बंदा
circle.
rev नहीं हो पाएगा,
It's a
Razy।
classic Vikendi circle.
हाँ,
as
ये
well.
rev नहीं
You've
हो
got
पाएगा।
half of a circle over in the blue at the moment. So a lot of these teams
देखो फिनिश करने नेड कर रहा है। बाहर जाके फिनिश नहीं कर रहा। ना नॉक हो जाएगा वो खुद। अबे इनका एक लैग करते रहता है, ये प्रॉब्लम है।
Rebound it off the door frame there to just get that flush. Get that confirmed.
लग है शॉटगन लगा तो हाँ अबे हाँ शॉटगन थोड़ा लकी हो जाता है on top nice
they're already 10k clear of Stalwart at 14k.
क्या बात है
If they can win this fight between them and Vampire Esports, they might be setting
Stone
themselves up for a
मारा
back-to-back. Stone
फिनिश कर दिया उसने
Nade goes through, will finish
ओ
off Racy and take home.
$2,000 लेके गया इसने 2 बार ले लिया
$2,000. I think it was Stone.
कास्टिंग चेंज करो कास्टिंग चेंज करूंगा उसमें डिले बहुत है यार
in fact Schweppes who got the initial.
हमको इंग्लिश नहीं आती कोई दिक्कत नहीं पर मैं हूं ना हिंदी में तो बोल
love to see it. Kelsey
नजर ही ना हो गया
Silas with the flush.
Oh, that's a cheeky angle.
प्लेयर नहीं भाई वीडियो
isn't it? Oh dear, that's even cheekier. Silas! Oh my goodness me, Zuxi. You can't be missing those. That was a sitter, if I ever did see, but Silas snakes away.
Yeah, Silas clambering onto the side. You can see his
मैं इसको ऑल्टो बोलता हूँ, मारुति बोलता हूँ इसको, ये गाड़ी को तुम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? अभी जो लक्सी गाड़ी में जा रहे हैं उसको मैं मारुति बोलता हूँ, मारुति लेके आ।
Hamzy though comes underneath, Ravenclaw
भाई S2G तो
takes
ले
the
गए भाई।
DBS to the face. And somehow S2G are still keeping this one up at the moment. Fortunately, Hamzy goes down, which leaves
S2G देख रहे हो $24,000 जीत गए भाई।
remaining, which is still
अभी तक 2-3 मैचेस के अंदर $24,000 जीत गए। मतलब क्या है देख रहे हो?
Maybe looking to just survive as long as possible. Kelsey and Silas, the
ऑल्टो बोलते हो हाँ मैं भी
now top earners
ऑल्टो या तो मारुति बोलता हूँ मजा आता है 800 हाँ मारुति 800
maybe that run will be cut short if Stalwart are able to take this one down. They were 10k behind at the start when we saw the earnings earlier. Of course that's a 10k chicken dinner.
Whoa, Schweppes, okay, doing the moonwalk.
He's testing the reverse camera I think man. गाड़ी का रिवर्स कैमरा चेक कर रहे हैं 360 डिग्री कैमरा
turn and that thing is going to spin right out of control on that hillside. I know, I've done it. So it just goes for the reverse. Respect, really.
क्या सीन है भाई चैट तो
the northeast side of Zababa. A lot of teams here right on the coast.
मैं
by this
चैट ही पढ़ रहा हूं मैं कुछ और नहीं पढ़ रहा हूं
you can see it off in the distance there.
मारुति zen हां zen भी बहुत लोग बुलाते हैं
on this little cross. It's very, very open right now betwixt here and the frozen river.
चलो भाई अपनी टीम 4 मैन जिंदा है कहां आ रहे ऊपर साला कैसा जोन है बे ये वीकेंडी में ऐसे ही बनता है जोन एक कोने में खींच जाएगा सीधा पहला जोन ही एक कोने में खींचे
Vikendi circles and it seems like we're going to get another hard shift as well.
Reverse
I said this earlier as well, so I mean I think we're both on the same page here. Again, I would say this is even 60% more to now, where this incredible circle that we're seeing on our screens. We love
crosshair बना देता हूं
because it just packs teams
headshot
to singular location,
action का स्प्रे भाई
comes through
crosshair बना देता हूं
headshot onto Rod.
crosshair तो है
First team elimination seems to be just around the corner. 3 teams on 2 players.
अबे exact crosshair बना दिया
with one of them down, leaving them with 2 there. Done1 Gaming
गिरा
trying
है
to push Done1 here, sorry, pushing up onto BTR's position. Find out all about the Titans from the east. Bigetron Red Aliens hold 1. Fabian goes down, gets flushed.
So gets back into the shack, but it's Vampire Esports trying to make their way through, and a player goes down. It stops there, and he's stopped in his tracks by Done1 Kia.
Schweppes isolated as well from Stoned here in this position. Really not able to get back to it. Done1 Kia have oversight. S2G, they lost 2 of their players early. Galaxy, similarly unfortunate in this position. Ralph now and Hamodi trying to hold off against Alpha 7. Ralph under pressure from nades, potentially an off angle from the back there for the backup from Hamodi. That nade needs to be good, but it's a little bit long. Only gets a little bit of damage onto Revo. Quite good though. Ralph stays up, stays standing, caught, and Hamodi pushes in. Ralph is not. It's a 1 versus 3. Spray is one. Oh, KARO takes him down at the right time there.
First team elimination. A7 को $500
All 4 of them still alive, and that.
NT अच्छा मारा, अच्छा try था.
Dear me, there Hamodi almost brought it.
Almost 1v3 लिया.
Well, this guy was just absolutely tearing it up.
Almost, babe.
Over in the PMPLs. And he has really been one of the rocks for Nigma Galaxy, and they're starting to add more and more fantastic players, but he was one of the real ones. Okay. That's all I'll say.
He's a real one. Big up to the real ones out there.
Yeah. Mainly Hamodi.
Just Hamodi, actually.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
I will say that Zuxi and Luxi, as Zuxi does go down, I'll say that BTR should really be having a good time here on Vikendi, because, you know, being such a long-standing team, Zuxi and Luxi have played Vikendi competitively in the past.
लेके जा रहा है भाई, माँ कसम.
Plenty of times.
ऊपर से जाएगा.
Strike terror.
और क्या डीबेस लेके पट करेगा. अरे
looking good for Silas.
Turns for a second. कैसा चला रहे रे डीबेस के लोग माँ कसम.
under the purview of Schweppes.
अरे क्या खेलते भाई डीबेस चला रहे कैसा कॉन्फिडेंस में. मेरे से शॉटगन का एक शॉट कनेक्ट नहीं होता है भाई. और ऐसे स्टेज पे तो घंटा कनेक्ट होने वाला शॉट भी बोलेगा नहीं मैं कनेक्ट नहीं होऊंगा जा रहा हूं मैं यहां से.
You see that circle there?
तो क्या सर्कल
Southwest side.
Falcons.
Not really much else they could do there, but most teams still in this one.
Falcons were off the coast on the northwest. They're swimming. It's got to be pretty chilly.
बैंगलोर में वाइट फील्ड में हो क्या? मैं हैदराबाद में हूं भाई, बैंगलोर में हूं ही नहीं.
Right, but again, getting hot here in the Afterparty Showdown. Guys. Look up towards BTR. Still 2 players in this one. Done1 Kia.
Zone OP, man.
Probably one of the only teams rotating right now alongside Vampire Esports. You have to drop out that vehicle because it is on fire right now.
Uh-oh, trouble for Alpha 7, or maybe more accurately for Done1 Kia. They are up straight up into the sidelines, but they are pushing. Alpha 7 handle it. Beautiful stuff. And another team elimination coming through for the Alpha 7 squad. Really good news to try and get them a little bit more money on the cards as well.
तो Snax इसलिए रखा था और एक CS:GO प्लेयर था Snax नाम का. CS:GO पहले टूर्नामेंट लाइव देखता था, तो उसका नाम पसंद आया.
Tried to reposition just a little bit, but this is a really nice spot for them, and they knew they were.
BTR के Ryzen और Micro भाई कहाँ गए? पता नहीं यार, Ryzen तो खेल रहा नहीं, Ryzen थोड़ा ब्रेक किया है. Micro भाई plays for Evos. Is no more BTR man. Plays for Evos. मेरे को लगा UI खेलेगा, but UI geek के लिए खेलता है, geek Esports. हैदराबाद में मिलना है, ड्राइंग बनाया है, प्लीज बताओ हम ही लोगे ब्रो. अनुदीप भाई नेक्स्ट मंथ हैदराबाद में कुछ स्पेशल होने वाला है, तो लेट्स सी, वहां मिला तो मिलूंगा आपसे. 7 सर्कल में ऐसा मत बोलो. क्या सर्कल? अरे एच पे उन पे बन जाए तो और मजा आ जाएगा. डॉक्यूमेंट्री आपके साथ देखनी है. नहीं ब्रदर, मैं यहाँ देखूंगा तो सब इधर ही देखेंगे, समझ रहे हो? मैं चाहता हूँ आप लोग उधर जाके देखो, देख के मेरे को बताओ कैसा लगा.
cutting out a little bit of water.
वाराणसी आओ अच्छी सिटी है फिर जॉर्ड वाबिया मैं
I think most of the teams knew pretty much where the circle was going.
हैदराबाद में कहां से हो राज भाई कोता पे?
It's fortunate a lot of the teams were already in the circle.
आरपी का जब बीजीएमआई आएगा मतलब वो आरपी की बात कर रहे हैं करते हैं यार वो आरपी करते हैं
really does cause problems now.
आरपी का तुमको रीजन क्या बोलूं यार
things become bad in the next circle should it shift away from their spot and they end up having to cross the road. But
ST silently मार रही है बहुत ज़्यादा
driven into their compound, they've been able to eliminate quite swiftly. We'll put it that way as well.
Showmatch के लिए पैसा देंगे या नहीं? पहला वाला मैच का पैसा नहीं हो काउंट हो रहा है मैच 3-4 होंगे ऐसे डुओ मैचेस में जो पहले जीता $15,000.
Rod should know that this rotation is coming through on the coastline for Deadeyes Guys. Do they have those sightlines? Because at the moment, these riches are being played quite well. On top drops out.
Oh, Shifu bhai ka cover
from Chari.
अच्छा चारी भाई का कवर
back up to the players from
सामने वाले का पैक
very nicely covered and that gives Deadeyes Guys the chance to move on up towards these angles but
चल आता है क्या भाई उसका ना
Alpha 7 they're into the fight from the western side as the circle moves further towards them and Deadeyes Guys are on the broad side.
Alpha 7's just partaking in all the action right here. Afioso, UMP with the 3x on side. He's keeping himself available and watching these locations. Chari back up in an action. For a little bit more. Smoke's over there, but honestly, this is just protection. This is survival game for Deadeyes Guys at the moment.
Genfos और एक Misery. फिर एक BTR की second lineup में देगा.
Nice name.
मेरे को नहीं पता यार.
Over towards the Deadeyes Guys.
पहली बार देख रहा हूँ इनके नाम.
Keep on top down.
तो भाई BTR तो यार.
Slow the Deadeyes
Ryzen,
Guys
Microboy तो चलो Evos में. Ryzen, UI.
From the northern edge.
UI अब KARO Esports में.
Doing work in that front as
well. में किधर ब्रो कॉलोनी नेम बता दो. अरे सब बता दूंगा तो भाई वो घर नहीं रहेगा ना मेरा.
Moonir seems decent. It is good.
मेरा वो घर थोड़ी रहेगा भाई. पहले रेंटल घर है भाई. ओनर पहले माइंडफुल करता है. ओनर बहुत डेंजर है भाई मेरा. थोड़ी सी आवाज आती है देता है.
He took it on the
पब्लिक आ जाएगा तो और बीटी देगा. खाली करने बोल देगा.
The res health bar. Alpha 7 taking shots over. There is an answer, but it's just not going to be enough. There's no way to get further than that. Alpha 7
गुस्से में आ गया रे.
Another team elimination.
इनका चिकन है भाई.
On track for the
oye. There's another one as well.
क्या गिराया जो गिरा दिया बे. गिरा ना बे.
At the moment, shots into the vehicle action. Taking shots from behind. It's BTR also joining into the fray, and that's STE out.
Right, eliminated by Alpha 7. STE with 2 players left there. Stry losing their teammate across the way. That split didn't go well. Alpha 7 on the northern shore. Arbiters right now. Their presence felt by pretty much everyone. You can see 7C still going. A beautiful nade over the top. Comes in from Luxy. That's plenty of special limbs.
Oh yeah, smokes are plenty.
मार रहा है भाई 5 किल Luxy.
Luxy and Genforce at the moment.
7C जिंदा है guys. Top 5 आ गए.
7C still going strong. Fortunately, Madman pops his head up for just a little bit too long there. Luxy also hits the deck as Alpha 7 continue to just pressure everyone in the lobby. And look at the circle. It's horrendous for these other teams.
Alpha 7
they're ready to take this bad boy
Alpha 7 पे भाई पूरा circle.
Finally spotted out in the water. Having attention sent
record ले ले भाई. Kill ले ले उसका.
Damar is going to have to surface pretty soon. Can you stay safe from the hail of bullets being sent your way? 2 players from 7C have the attention sent this way. Bigetron, they did manage to get that res. There's another
Alpha 7 में पूरा zone है भाई. Alpha 7 का chicken रहना चाहिए.
That was so crucial.
Literally इनका ही chicken रहना चाहिए. Because भाई पूरा zone लेके बैठे.
This lobby.
Alpha 7.
अरे A7 तो CS:GO team.
There's only 12 teams in the lobby, so 11 eliminations. It's pretty hefty for Alpha 7 here. 7C. Still just their side, but this circle just benefits Alpha 7 so much.
ऐसा तो कास्टर ने भी बोला था भाई, कास्टर भी पनौती है. क्या गिरा है बे?
Good spray.
No.
So clean.
G36
accurate,
doing so
no
much
accurate.
work and taking the vehicle out as well. Rod could not use it to reposition. Could it be another Bigetron?
Subtitle लगाओ ना मजा नहीं आ रहा. समझ नहीं आ रहा.
Right? Is it far enough? It's good, but it's not good
मजा नहीं
enough.
आता सबसे. अरे Madman knock.
An immediate re-knock. No, it was taken on the red bar yet again. Luxy has spotted Mafioso. The G36 surgeon.
जीतरी थी क्या चलती है जीतरी मेरे को बहुत मजा आता है वे चलाने में जीतरी का स्प्रे ओ रिकॉइल उसका कंट्रोल करने में मजा आ जाता है गाइस किस को जीतरी अरे डीसी हो गया लगता है अरे इसमें वो डीसी हो गया बे शी बे वो डीसी हो गया बे वो बता रहा है एडमिन को बता रहा है देख नेट गया तेरा नेट गया
moving up to Alpha 7's position so many teams how much more can they weather here John
how did he manage to make that cross Revo
8 नेट
to suppress this position
फाड़ दे भाई
all the way up to the wall
फाड़ दे मतलब पूरे फाड़ दे भाई
outpost they can try
8 नेट कौन रखता है 7 नेट अभी भी
knocked on the back no way you're getting that res one
तो ये फेंकेगा तो 7 ही होगा ना भाई मैं भी पागल है
huge amount of damage their way but Luxy is still going mythic
फर्स्ट ये ड्रॉप अब लिया
7th seed perhaps they even see a chance here for themselves in this game. They've taken a lot of damage. Luxy has to drop down again. Revo, excellent high ground angle. Has to drop back off the side though. Keeps up a little bit more safe. Knows there's teams everywhere at the moment.
12 eliminations coming through from Alpha 7. In this low player lobby, Luxy picks up the final player from R8. This guy is on a tear. 6 elims of the 7 from Bigetron right now, coming from Luxy alone. Finally shuts it down. Genfos now last player for Bigetron. Alpha 7 still looking good, looking clean. 7C, however, on the coastline could prove to be
clear.
Alpha 7, goodness me. Coming to Afterparty Showdown, may have not been in the PMWI, but that last World Invitational for the West Side, they took it with a clear point lead. Now they're looking to bring that kind of same power here into the Afterparty Showdown. Lovely name from Genfos.
Lovely.
Makes it into the shack as well. Does he have time to get this first aid?
Lovely. Arre, dal de. फूटना चाहिए भाई
just needs to sneak
अरे
it will do just that. It's actually Alpha 7 to take it away. Aladdin has it pinched out and that is Alpha 7 with another team elimination. This is
top 3 आ गए
game from them. The Falcons,
7-6 के स्टिकर्स आ जाओ चैट में आंदो
in goes
अरे मां की गिरी पैसा डब्ल्यू दबा रहे हैं तो सीधा
spray god right underneath with the nade cooking looking to try and take the fight. There's backup as well from the rest of the team.
Madman.
Guys, 760 guys in the chat. Ando. रुकना नहीं चाहिए. ठोको भैया.
On this side, very low at the moment. Sarang just trying to throw some nades up, but it's Falcons.
3v, 2v4.
Alpha 7 have fantastic purview over the rest of this, and really 7C or Falcons, they need a lucky break.
The higher ground है 7 पे.
If the fight can be split up, if they can take the fight on two fronts, 7C and Falcons
higher
deal with half of Alpha 7 each potentially.
So unfortunate. This is the only real safe spots in the game, but the Molotov dropped down the side. KARO able to finish off Yusuf. Up to 15 eliminations this match.
12 टीम में से 15 किल इनके.
और एक किल आ गया. Oh, he might be able to handle something if he's on the swivel. No! KARO puts a stop to the mess.
चल भाई ले लो बे.
Need to take the fight with Alpha 7.
आंदो. ले अरे यार.
Sarang gets sat back. KARO the only one on full HP, but this guy can fight. This guy can frag. Aladdin around the foothills needs to get the trade. We'll be able to find one, but that is it. Alpha 7 clean up on Vikendi.
Goodness me, it's KARO dropping the shield wall. No one can get past him.
अबे मतलब 44 बंदों में से 48 बंदों में से 18 किल इनके.
Because that was unreal despite the freezing temperatures of that match. I would have been wearing a t-shirt if I was Alpha 7.
They were absolutely brutal in their northern side compound. They were on the swivel. Nobody was really trying to push them at that stage as well. Excellently executed.
NT7 is in the chat. Second time,
top side, they drop up, head to a compound. Don't have to cross the road.
7 is open the chat, guys.
Again, so yeah, I think the way they played it, they definitely deserved it though.
7 is open the chat, guys. NT.
It must have been a tough time.
अच्छा रहता. 7 is second है तो गाना तो बसता है. Second है भाई, second है. मजाक थोड़ी है. क्या बीट है बे मतलब. Second है भाई, second है. पर क्या बात. Ando.
先丢一颗火，这个火侧面这里对方还在不断的突进，而自己找准了机会要出击了吗？一直在骗对方的脚步，3连暴走，
也是空中飞人跳跃当中结束战斗。
परफेक्ट टाइमिंग है खत्म होने वाला इनका मैच भी
战斗结束过后，成都 AG 也仅仅只有2人。
थर्ड आए और ओवरऑल पॉइंट्स में है ऐसा तो मैच में तो सेकंड है ना
但最终啊还是有机会来到下一个阶段里。但对于 AG 来说，一点尴尬是在于他们的防区出来之后，麦田面积依然很广，没有太多的有效掩护。
但更尴尬的，我觉得是此时此刻在半山坡的花痴，这样的一个干拉距离实在是有一些远了。山顶有 J Team 的枪线，山的半坡位置有重庆派的枪线，
这个圈形是稍稍的缓解。
क्या लग रहा है RSG का चिकन है एनवी का चिकन है
但同样的难题留给
留
给被切得最远的 NV 通讯视频，但居民看起来是好有布置啊，已经在努力的去试探 J Team 的阵型了。
如果说刚刚 J Team
गाने का मतलब वो दिया ही नहीं रे मेरे को
传出太多的枪声的话，那上海NV腾讯视频战队有可能就突破来到了半坡的位置。
看起来居民还是
आवाज अच्छा है बट गाने का सुर नहीं है सुर कहां से लाने का
会有一些其他的争斗嘛，但目前看起来可能性也是不大的。
而 J Team 在圈型刷新的一瞬之间，他就已经明白了，在阶段6的防守重心是哪里，一定是来自南部的劲敌上海NV腾讯视频战队。
两支队伍都做好了准备，这个南部战是一触即发 ，order， 先想用投掷物去压制对方。
I think RSG
这里 King 兜一圈，判断一下敌人所在的位置，正在半坡往前去压迫。
继续前顶了，
再封一颗侧身烟，高点这里应该是自己的队友可以架到，往圈边拉，听底坡的位置，好的直接顶到了6将的近点，
到侧身，自己没有受到太多损伤。
929也被居民的一颗雷给炸倒，锁骨被锁定到树后面的位置，2个人强烈协同放到了锁骨后。J Team 这边兵败如山倒，只有277一个人。
可怕的点在于，每波团打起来，他们的协同甚至。 人都不用扶，一个人都没倒，已经是拿下单场的8个淘汰了，分数来到58分啊，59是拉开超过10分的分差。
2GG也只能跟东部的大多部分独狼一样，趴在一个
这东边的几个难兄难弟啊，苦于 NV， 苦于 RSG， 这两个都在东边真的是打出了太多漂亮的团战，
一直被压迫。另外一边 SMG 也想要发起一波反攻，但还没有顶到近点就已经被扫得不清了。
小帅在这个厕所待的时间还是比较长的，四面八方都已经做好了警觉。
但对于 SMG 来讲，2个人如果想要在麦田的位置，应该是不太好待。
以及这辆暂时被他们座椅掩体的载具啊，或许在接下来的圈型里也会起到至关重要的作用。KARO boy 单场有5个淘汰了，
而整队也已经拿到了10个淘汰。
目前啊，北部的 RSG， 南部的 NV， 这是最好的2支队伍。
但从枪线的角度来讲的话，上海NV腾讯视频战队在东部、在南北两边拉开的枪线太致命了，而且这样的一个圈型当中，麦田部分大多部分的靶都可以被他们收掉。
KARO boy 大致锁定了位置，最后配合共同用手雷完成微笑的淘汰，
再往外甩一个锅。
他们知道自己此时此刻是很有这样的概率，很有这样的机会去再次拿下单场胜利的。我们再从储备上来看啊，在局地圈型里最重要的道具软岩土烟雾弹腾讯视频整整9个，非常够用。RSG 6个也不少。
但对于 RSG 来讲的话，现在他们有一侧防区已经被封锁住了，他们只能尝试往外去打开一个通道。
是完全的把 RSG 的房子给排了出去啊！
那这样一来的话，小帅所处的这样一个点位就要面临一下 RSG 的拷打。而对于山上的上海NV腾讯视频战队来说，不着急 ，Order 已经在圈了，而且现在。RSG 要出车的话，很有可能会被扫得不清。
看一下 RSG， 空投留一个人，麦田当中就是要4面留人形成枪线，但接下来的位置是哪里呢？会是小帅吗？
架枪，
是的，
空投的位置是在圈点的，而格子跟
闪电2个人
Don't curse it, man. And hats off to you, brother. Don't watch my stream, man. मेरे बोलने से किसी का कर्स नहीं होता भाई. मैं बोलूँगा एनवी जीत रहा मतलब इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि एनवी हार जाएगी या मैं कोई पनौती हूँ. ऐसा है तो भाई जाके आप डायरेक्ट ऑफिशियल स्ट्रीम देख लो ब्रदर. आपका माइंडसेट चेंज कर लो. किसी के बोलने से पनौती हो जाते हैं, कर्स लग जाता है ये. कर्स एक ही होता है 9-3 कर्स. That's it.
这边也不着急，慢慢的往前开。最终这里闪电被扫了下来，格子半血的一个情况，再一补。 补掉了闪电，包子还在往前开，车已经冒烟，最终也被扫了下来。order 将其拦截。他有着高点的优势，有着太好的视野。
क्या देख लिया भाई? ये मैंने क्या देख लिया भाई?
就会面临着巨大的压力。
कैसा स्प्रे है वो?
Powerboy
क्या एक्यूरेसी है भाई इन लोगों की मतलब क्या करता है भाई ये बंदा क्या खाता है कब सोता है किसके साथ रहता है जरा जानो यार क्या था ब्रो
人员优势的 RSG 现在也只能够跟广州 TT 争夺一个2名的排名位置了。小帅作为一个独狼啊，在这里太多自己的生意，他就是在等待两支编制更多的队伍，等他们先分出自己的结果。 他现在完全不着急，而对于上海 NV 腾讯视频战队来讲的话，也不着急。最着急的就是花痴，他是唯一一个不在圈里的，都是挂点位。我虽然是2层楼，这是高山，我虽然有 M4，但对面有 AWM。是的，几个方面都没有占到优势，一直在观察，而且花痴的位置好像被锁定到了 Powerboy， 一直在观察，要看一下这个时候如果 Powerboy 干拉的话，在半途当中。 弟弟的架枪，花痴这里放到了 order， 但花痴也被 King 给击倒。因为这里能提供的火力输出点还是相当足的呀。那一瞬之间，场上的形势就已经变成了5打4，中途命中一枪。还有机会吗 ？Powerboy 还在架枪，半道封一颗烟，不着急。AWM 卡侧面，看这一枪，网狙没有狙到。血亮这里不着急打吗？ Powerboy 也不想露出太多自己的机会，给到对方。弟弟知道是栓狙，也在不停的去扭动自己，骗了一枪。花痴这里最终被补掉，一枪69滴血，大惨，差一点点。Powerboy 应该是通过这一波压制，来到前方的树木旁边，主动往前面去。弟弟这边血包也打了起来，小帅还是不着急。哎呀，在连中枪的压制之下，自己的头甲状况应该也是不容乐观。小帅一直都用这个比较自闭的防区在观察着。 弟弟这里已经被锁定到了，继续压制啊！唯有这个空间就选定的点位，但四面2个角度加上 AWM 的马克南子弹也在等着他。弟弟最终是被精确的击倒，唯有小帅了。场上是一个4包1，小帅先尽量的压制 King。一颗掩体，这是一棵树，能够稍微帮他挡一下，而后点这里居民在帮他架枪，最终是被收下。紫金推土机，谁吃鸡？ 恭喜上海 NV 腾讯视频战队推起来了，拿下了一局大分，抓住了这一局在海岛第3局推进的机会，当然也是他们早早做出了部署，拿下单场的胜利。是的，本场比赛腾讯视频战队收。
啊भाई don't curse it man bro bro don't curse it man don't curse it man where are you my friend किधर गए हो भाई don't curse it don't curse it don't curse it हौला पेला कहाँ है रे भाई आज आप चैट में किधर गया? मेरे बोलने से कोई कर्स नहीं होता है भाई। जाके जरा डालो इसके अंदर। नहीं है तो बोलो मैं आके डालता हूँ इसके अंदर कुछ। अरे भाई गॉड भाई।
I'm not getting so if you did the basketball
no reaction भाई वो लोग क्या रिएक्शन नहीं वो लोग चिकन मार के थक गए होंगे भाई वो लोग रिएक्शन नहीं देते बे न्यू वालों को जीत के थक गए होंगे आदत है उनको क्या रिएक्शन नहीं थक गए बे जीत के लोग
I'm not that sure. Come on now.
अभी हाथ कैसे स्नैक में हो रहा है
Nicola? But no, we'll be coming up later on to actually show that one. But obviously,
भाग गया होगा स्नैक भाई यार क्या भाई कैसे बच्चे हैं बे कुछ बोलता हूँ तो ये सब बोल देते हैं
I'm really excited to see how this one's gonna go. You guys want to dive into that a little bit?
भाई तुम एक बात बताओ किसी के बोलने से कोई कुछ कर्स होता है या किसी के बोलने से कुछ पनौती होता है मतलब सेंस है कुछ इस बात का सेंस है
I'm scared if I'm honest. There's not
इस बात का सेंस बनता है नहीं बनता है किसी के बोलने से थोड़ी पनौती लग जाता है
to be fair, there is all that kind of tunnel system which is interesting. You got sticky bombs, you got plasma files, everything could get very, very crazy.
Scout कल से खेल लेगा क्यों यार ऐसा क्यों यार
G36C also part of the
Falcon man अरे रे क्या बना रहा है
some teams actually playing it last map over there on Vikendi so it could come into play
and the C4 pot.
Oh coffee mix कर रहे हैं
They're stirring a coffee.
that's their thing
coffee हाँ
when they do
Yalla habibi coffee piti marti.
Yeah, when they do that, that means easy win. Also, like it's just like celebration.
Yeah. When I do that, it means I want soup. Yeah.
Wait, कुछ और लग रहा है बे मेरे को.
Oh, spaghetti. Yeah.
Coffee बना रहे, coffee बना.
Why are you laughing? Go away.
लादिन बोलते जी, सारंग बोलते जी. Ando. Aya.
Maybe when Avenger and Several's Gaming get in, they can tell us what that means for them. But this doesn't. Okay. Well, anyways,
I miss you, bro. वापस आ. Game आ जाए वापस आ.
One of these sponsors.
Yalla habibi.
As well as.
तुम फिर से coffee. अरे क्या कर रहे बे?
Without them, this event would not be able to be taking place. But for you guys at home,
Jalebi,
that we want you to take part in. You have a lot of time to do so over the course of these next 3 days. Make sure you head over to chat.
तुम reply ही नहीं करता हूँ ना भाई ऐसी बात कर. चल spray god चल.
Make sure to participate.
Ando chicken आएगा guys.
We want to know exactly what you guys have to say. But there are also two gentlemen. We want to hear exactly what they have to say when it comes to this map. We got Karakin loading up. We got our new casters loading up as well for the first time for themselves.
Ando.
Getting excited. I hope two gentlemen getting excited. Because we're going to be thrown on over to 7 Worlds Gaming. And you'll never believe the man who puts pepper in his coffee.
किया आज arm pain हो रहा है. कोई solution? इधर भाई 3 महीने से जिम नहीं गया, इधर पेट आ गया यार. कोई माँ को सुन के बहुत चर्बी हो रहा है. पूरा abs का हो गया और पेट आ गया. तो मतलब मेरे को इतना गंदा फील हो रहा है ना, इतना कभी आज तक मेरे लाइफ में मेरे को पेट नहीं आया बे. आज तक मेरे को पेट नहीं आया बे. लाइफ में अभी पेट आया इतना गंदा लग रहा है.
Like you're stirring the pot, yeah.
But
yeah, obviously there's many different ways
abs gaya abhi tumhare bhai
to show off and stuff like that, and obviously sometimes these teams they have their own ways and their own impressions. And I just want to kind of throw back to the opening show and kind of a wall that's going on. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed. Obviously watching Stalwart was one of them. Pretty cool as well. Obviously Corellia here, the boys. This is kind of mean, right, or not mean, because it's kind of biased. You know the Alpha 7 guys for a long time. I've cast them this year. Really enjoyed their style of play. Now in the lineup coming over. It's a banging lineup. I love what we've seen from those guys. Alpha 7 also obviously last year's PMWIL winners. So and also we are going to be joining and going in with these guys on Karakin here as our first map to catch 7. That is going to be amazing.
I have played this match plenty of times, and it's absolute madness because there is an underground system that teams, and a lot of teams are going to be are going to have to keep an eye out on that too. And also keep in mind that on
sorry आलू बुंडे का था वो माफ करो guys माफ करो स्ट्रीम पे गलती से कर दिया माफ करो really sorry guys really sorry माफ करो आलू बुंडे का था माफ करो यार माफ ये हरकतें स्ट्रीम पे नहीं करनी माफ करो अगर कोई ईयरफोन्स लगा के था.
I do want to point out
points table SI 7C 10th पे 10 पॉइंट के साथ first पे Alpha 7 46 points.
It doesn't have a name, but it is smack down the middle of Karakin. It's a tall mountain, and you pretty much get to see absolutely everything. And I'm looking forward to seeing which team is going to try to take advantage of that.
जाऊंगा यार मंथ एंड से जाके जिम में जरा कार्डियो वार्डियो करूंगा यार रनिंग करूंगा साइकिलिंग करूंगा साइकिलिंग करूंगा रनिंग करूंगा कार्डियो करूंगा पेट अंदर करूंगा यार ऐसा चलेगा तो भाई मावी 2.0 हो जाएगा बे.
Not even anyone. It's actually going to go in the center.
ऐसा चलेगा तो मावी 2.0 हो जाएगा.
I'm pretty damn surprised that we see S2G have all of the notes to themselves, but the first
तो पहली बार गया ना इसलिए सब बोल रहे थे भाई 1 वीक पूरा बॉडी पेन होगा तो मार ले
Deadeyes Guys super early on.
तुम भाई Deadeyes गुस्से में लगता है.
Going out for that is unfortunate. More fights are going to be going on.
True love though, being able to get that first elimination, extra nice 2K for him. He's excited about that. And I'm excited to see what some of the other teams are going to be doing here. I mean, we see Dan going up against R8, who's going to be able to strike. Oh, there you go. Well, that was answered pretty fast. Prestige being able to just knock down Junie. That's going to surprise Dan1 Kia. And they have to be careful because Nigma Galaxy is going to be able to hold enough angle there on the top of the mountain once they decide to rotate, if they do decide to rotate.
Yeah, exactly. And the first circle on this map doesn't really matter.
It's still 7C drop class.
Every single part of the map except for the first one. A lot of other teams are going to continue this fight. All right, Dan1Kia will continue this one. Question is, what are we going to be seeing for it? Oh, here we see Deadeyes Guys taking down the MARO as well.
Just like that.
Yeah.
That's 2K.
Yeah. that's faster than you can print money if you're doing so.
क्या फेंका उसने?
This situation, 7 Forest. You have a C4
that sound?
package, yeah, exactly. Or not C4.
It's गाना बज रहा था.
Obviously.
Pass बचा इनका.
Let's go. Oh, they're gonna push. Nice push there. Really, really knitted.
First team elimination. Falcon को दूसरी बार मिला है. Falcon ने $10,000 ऐसे ही जीत गया भाई.
Super early on this.
दो बार मिल गया.
One elimination with them 7, and that was obviously a good one.
लगातार करो यहाँ पेन हो रहा तो ब्रेक्स ले लेना है. हफ्ते में यार 5 दिन 6 दिन जिम करो, एक दिन रेस्ट ले लो. अलादीन में हो गया. चल कर लेगा. Scout गिर रहे.
Yeah, for Team Falcons, I mean, we saw that pop up. They were able to get 5K just by being able to do that. And then we have Stalwart Esports going for. I mean, this was really good last week, and they're starting to carry that. I feel like 7
in the chat.
Getting lucky here in Karakin. But
NT in the chat, guys. NT in the chat.
Some of these cities, you have to be careful.
NT in the chat.
Be able to set up, and guess what? Them one Kia now playing a little bit defensive here. As RA Esports is pushing. I just wanted to mention Team Falcons. They get 5K, I believe, for that first finish. So, congratulations to them.
Yeah.
1 minute.
That's a big one.
NT in the chat.
A lot of money online. 23,000 for the awards just throughout the match. It's crazy. These guys are obviously super focused on that. A lot of support in the audience, as you see here on R8. I assume that they have been really promoting them going into today, of course. The first time here for them at the Afterparty Showdown. Oh, another one.
And that's what I was talking in regards to being able to blow up some of the walls there, being able to surprise some of the other team. And now, guess what? Instead of them having to go through any of the windows or any of the doors, they get a clear entry through that wall. And they're going to try to make this push here. Ida making the push to Juni. Is he going to be able to knock him down? He's not going to be able to knock him down. He does have the DBS. There you go. DBS. There goes the first knock. He's going to get the second one. He gets the finish on Damn 1 Kia. Great start here from RA Esports. But guess what? Ha 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 Modi. It's currently going to be waiting for them to make a move.
I love that. The question is now, what does we see here? Oh, Yusuf. Oh, he actually got taken over himself here. Munir on Barat.
Back
from Bigetron. Munir with the AK there in the distance. He repositions. That's actually really well played. Good fight. I'm going to see it quick of a replay there with the DPS. Push another one. Double kill with the DPS there. That is super impressive for RA Esports.
It really was. I mean, Ida, one of the best players from his region as well. For him to be able to do that, that's going to be a big confidence boost. Even though, I mean, they've been doing all right. But I'm pretty sure they want to be able to get more of those match rewards and Team Elims. And guess what? Bigetron didn't start off too hot. They're currently having a little bit of an issue holding back Stalwart Esports. They are getting some support. Suxy trying to get a different angle here on top. Hopefully he'll be able to get one. And I think I see Luxy wrapping around. Suxy gets knocked from top. Luxy not being able to get an angle with all. There's just so much terrain here on Karakin that actually kind of. I call this one the mini Miramar.
Yeah, that's true. Even higher on the very top as well. Also super accessible. You can just straight up. You see there in the distance Alpha 7 is having their eyes, and then potentially with the eliminations that could come out, they're kind of holding them out, making sure that they could capitalize on that situation. It's on the south side, and especially here with the first circle 7, there's so much focus on eliminations because there's not that much focus on getting into the circle, right?
Yeah, and I'm looking at what Luxy's doing right now. He is able to see Alpha 7. He is going to be able to see Stalwart Esports. But guess what else he sees? He sees that airdrop. And if that is the first airdrop to Lamp, and he is able to collect that, it is going to be 1K.
They're going to get that res off, it looks like, though, that they're going to be able to get up to 3 guys strong. Again, Bigetron. And then the question is,
like 10 minute direct documentary aane mein bahut excited hu yaar.
Are they just going to wait for that Stalwart
kaisa lagega mere ko
unfold? Oh, some good shots. That's really well played. Nice M4 spray on that, really controlled.
That is good. And being able to get that elimination, good as well. I'm surprised that Hamodi is actually not trying to rotate to get an off angle for his teammate.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I think they might be planning something else. You can see low right there. Oh, that's why, because they currently have Freak giving him so support. And the craziest part, I mean, with all these new maps that we are adding, they are so small that they're going to allow so many third parties. So if you are going to get into a fight,
you will be shocked with my Surat story, man. You guys will be shocked. Any guesses? Kya karta tha main Surat mein? Jaldi chat mein koi guess karo.
Guys that are focusing on
kitne log guess karte? Guess karo main Surat mein kya karta.
They're going to have to move.
Kyun gaya tha Surat? Kisi ko guesses देंगे. Kitne log sahi guess karte?
Super focused, just like in the regular games with 18 players. Very focused on getting that position. locked down early. The terrain and information, the high ground that they're able to get there is also super crucial for a potential win here. Again, $10,000 7 for this winner chicken dinner. It's going to be a good amount of money put out there. They're actually going to be super happy with that shrink there. It's going to go on the west side. It's going to have Vampire dead center.
And I'm going to be looking at what else Nigma Galaxy is going to be doing. Decide to rotate.
Gaming.
If they are, they're going to be able to gatekeep R8. Gym trainer especially since they're already setting up 2 players. You can see one of the players from Nigma Galaxy starting to rotate to get an off angle. R8 though, trying to get some knocks, trying to get some finishes as well. And guess what? Luxy is found, and he is going to get eliminated by Stalwart Esports.
That's super unfortunate with that.
देखते
solo देखते कौन Ralph in the distance, high ground.
अब टाइम लगा लो बट डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखना मजा आएगा.
They are gonna be forced to move just later out inside circle. Half of the city is inside as well, so they're not in a really early time here. But yeah, we'll see. Also, I have a lot of more zones coming down. But yeah, obviously the sticky bombs here in the very early
documentary क्या है मेरी लाइफ ब्रो मेरी लाइफ के
ऊपर they are kind of
लाइफ में आज तक जो कह रहा है पूरा बता
to get into
स्ट्रगल से लेके अभी तक यहाँ पे कैसे आए क्या है पूरी जर्नी
And I mean, this
पूरी जर्नी बताइए
this is kind of what you want to see here from Lord.
इस चैनल पे आएगा चिचा अपने लोगों के लोको ओरिजिनल बोल के एक चैनल है लोको पेज पे
we're talking about Bigetron being able to get that revive. Guess what? They were able to get the revive, but they did end up losing Luxy, sadly.
Exactly, and as you're pointing out with Nigma Galaxy and the high ground, Amori, all these guys, they are pushing towards that R8 is fighting Grove, taking fire. On the other side, he's gone really low though. Half HP is going to take another peek. He's going to have the forehand, does not connect the last shot to get the knock. Prestige pushing up as well. This, there are shots coming in towards him.
Bandar waiting for them, and this is going to be a 1v1. Who's going to be able to win it? You can see Rove there just pushing the action. Does he have any utilities? He doesn't have any utilities in regards to mollies or smokes, but they are going to try to go for it. And he needs to be careful, the player from RA, because Team Falcons might be able to spot him here and actually third-party him.
And Rove, I saw those... Oh, here we go. Bandar only has a level 1 helmet, 30% damage reduction rather than the 40% that the level 2 helmet offers. So that's a really rough one. If he gets headshot in that situation, he's going to go down quite fast. Rove pushing with them 4 in hand. He's going to finish off the eliminations that he found early on. He has 7. That is really well played with that Molotov. That is super accurate. Those Molotovs on point and getting 2 knocks with that alone is just super crazy to see. Smokes are coming out and he's going to grab all that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be looking for some grenades because he wants to go for that most special eliminations match rewards. I mean,
yeah, with the grenades, exactly. And also, you're on here in Karakin, you're not going to see the other special elimination. Obviously, when you get hit by cars, they're really hard. They're not as hard as the grenades. Mythic, one of the guys that had the most grenade eliminations throughout the PMPL Brazil region, and also we saw him really active throughout more as well. But the new circle is closing, and the question is, does Vampire keep this really greedy 4-way split throughout the center on the high ground for as long as they can? And obviously then when they see the next one, are they gonna go together and stay as a 4-man here? It's that's a knock. Ravenclaw went down. We were just talking about it. It's greedy, and now Stone has to go towards him and help it. I think it could potentially have been Rad or S2G that found that Desha there, the closest player on Ravenclaw. But right now S2G is definitely pushing really fast towards the south.
Yeah, you can see just Vampire Esports decides now to just get a little bit closer to everybody in the Stone. He's going to try to get that revive. Hopefully he's able to, and guess what? Look at that zone. Alpha 7 is actually going to have a lot of area to work with as we're looking at that. And Team Falcons, I think Team Falcons, this is the fight that we've kind of been waiting for. Lord is exactly going to get finished. As you see, Nigma Galaxy starting to back up and relocate themselves. And I'm looking at the zone Vampire Esports. It looks like they were able to get that revive. Guess what? All right, Bandar. Oh, he missed. Rove misses Bandar just by a little bit. Does he have any nades or anything that he can use just to draw him out? And I'm actually surprised that we're not seeing many of the teams use the underground system, because sometimes you find the better loot underground when you play Karakin. So if you are going to be testing out Karakin, go under, as we do see the replay there of how they ended
really
up
nice.
getting
साथ में जा रहा मैं थोड़ा documentary का काम कर रहा हूँ इसलिए थोड़ा एक second
a lot of teams here obviously with that northwest hardship. A lot of teams are going to be coming in from that eastern and southern side. So a lot of focus is going to be on gatekeeping, especially from Alpha 7, potentially also later from S2G in that case.
As we see, as Stalwart Esports getting eliminated by Alpha 7. Alpha 7 trying to continue the momentum that they were just able to gather in Vikendi. And by the way, I was thinking back with Vikendi. Alpha 7 was always one of the strongest teams in that map, especially with KARO, so I wasn't surprised to see him being able to get 7 eliminations. We do see Sasha trying to get some shots there on Nigma Galaxy. He's not able to get them. If he's able to get these shots, he might be able to get squad Ilum. Is he going to get it? And he is able to.
He took his helmet off, Soxy, though. It was like tipped his hat. I was like, oh, damn. No more helmet for him. That's unfortunate. A lot of damage. Now he has to heal. Karelio, the replay here we saw from earlier. That's a really good 3x spray coming in from Karelio onto Stalwart. Really well executed by them. And Alpha 7 just continues to impress us here with the high ground control, gatekeeping, the amount of information that they're able to gather from that high ground.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing right now, I mean, we're seeing some crazy splits on the map, too, from S2G. Players are absolutely split. We do see a 2-2 from Vampire Esports, and when we look at Alpha 7, everybody's staying a lot closer. Interesting to see which one's going to end up backfiring. I mean, we saw Vampire Esports, it backfired a little bit. Luckily, they were able to recover. And if I remember correctly from Vampire Esports, the champions of the first week of the main tournament before this after party, that team was able to keep composure in a lot of situations that other teams were not able to. They're currently trying to be that greedy, but guess what? They end up getting one of the players knocked. Ravenclaw getting knocked there by Carrillo. As we do start seeing more fights, as we see Bigetron trying to come in a little bit closer. Guess what? Team Falcons getting some shots on Bander. Bander finally gets eliminated there by Team Falcons.
Yeah, exactly. Circle closest in this situation. There's going to be and obviously the fights throughout has been very steady. Actually less chaotic than I expected this one to be. A lot of focus on maintaining the high ground control and staying 4 guys alive for a lot of the teams. S2G Northwest control, 4 guys strong, Alpha 7 South control, 4 guys strong, and a lot of teams have been fighting on that eastern side, kind of focusing on some of the other
documentary aa raha hai
mera rewards here for this situation.
Excited ho uski hansi hai uski khushi hai documentary aa raha hai brother tumhare bhai ka
this $10,000 that you're able to get from the chicken dinner if you're able to
अरे यार ये तो पूरा थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो सकता है 10-15 मिनट
so the focus on trying to stack that up is massive. So yeah, let's see if we're going to see some more fights evolve here in the southeast. Next circle does pop here, and as you see at the top right of here, it does go slightly southeast. So S2G has to relocate from a 2-2 split into full format, and then they can push uphill from that compound they have on the northwestern side.
Yeah, and the good thing here with Vampire Esports, their positioning.
I don't know,
especially with the terrain change that they currently have. So I'm not surprised that they're not deciding to move there from these matches down to the center, even though they currently do have just 3 players. And S2G, you mentioned, I'm actually intrigued to see if S2G is going to try to do a long rotation, and they're going to fight between Mafioso and Mythic.
Yeah,
क्या मिस किया रे सॉरी मैं क्या मिस किया कुछ खतरनाक मिस किया
high ground in front of them could also be a good one. The question is how much information they're able to gather out of this. The shots are coming in though. Mafioso, as you pointed
Alpha
out,
7 क्या खतरनाक गुस्से में वे जीत जाएगा क्या?
Great there. S2G losing 1 player, that was really rough for them.
Alpha
7's control is really working out for them, well paying off.
How's the parents' reaction? Super proud of me, man.
Kind of the front man entry.
They are proud. They are happy. That's all I want.
Money's on the line here for this match.
That's the goal of life.
Yeah, first airdrop being collected. Guess what? There's going to be 2 rewards for that. For first airdrop and most airdrops, and if that's the only one, especially this late, I don't think I'm gonna see anybody else go for it.
कब आ रही है 7 बजे 7 तो बज गए अभी वो लोग बोल रहे जैसे लाइव करेंगे लिंक भेजेंगे जैसे लाइव हो जाएगा मैं बोलता हूं
I'm enjoying the way Alpha 7 is playing right now, playing really confident after that last match. S2G, I mean, losing 1 player to Mafioso there. Mafioso, one of the youngest players
of the
team, and also one of the most skilled. I feel like he's finally starting to come to himself. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at Rod, and I think Rod might actually be underground. He could be trying to work that. Yeah, I think he is trying to work that tunnel system. So that's going to be interesting what he's going to end up doing with all these other teams fighting at the top.
Falcons here, Yusuf taking some damage. He has to heal. Well, 2 helmet is broken. No vest anymore. That's been pushed off from him. It's a rough situation.
Documentary kahan shoot kiya?
A lot of information. Oh my God, the shots connecting straight there. Silas taking so much damage, down to half HP now. He's trying to curve the bullets. Simply just too much KARO right now on Silas. He just has a little bit of a ridge there to work with. Falcons continuing this high ground control here. As you say, Rod, yeah, we don't really see him on the screen right now. I think you're right. He must be
there. He is.
There, we're talking about him. Great work from the servers. Desha is in this here, and the question is how much further can he get in? When does he have to get out, right? Because I'm not sure that the next exit is actually close to the Falcons guys, and that is really the question is where is he gonna be exiting, or is he gonna try to continue just to stay down there, right? So it's going to be interesting to follow. Next circle is going to pop shortly, 7. It's going to be a big one because that's in the compound, but that high ground on the north side that S2G can push up towards actually offers some good play for them here. As you see here on the left side, bottom left side on the Vampire, they can push into that and control that. And a lot of the other teams, they have to either sweep on the east side, so Alpha 7 has to push up behind the Bigetron.
And that's exactly what they're currently doing. They're starting to see that, and I'm hoping that they remember that Bigetron is going to be there, and I think they do know that. And I was going to say, with Desha from Rod, he might want to stay there a little bit longer, but hopefully he does have some C4, because the only way that you're going to be able to get out of that is if you do blow.
If you don't have a sticky bomb and you can't blow yourself out, he's just done. That's just crazy. Carrillo, more shots towards Bigetron, finds! Oh my God, he's takes down Liquid. That is so well played. Suxy, last player for Bigetron 7.
Suxy, I mean, we've seen what he's been able to do before. Right now, it's a completely different area. It's a completely different new map. Can he hold off 3 players from Alpha 7 that are currently pushing him, and they're going to be aggressive? As we know, Alpha 7 likes to be the thing right now with Alpha 7 that I'm seeing right now. They are being really aggressive, which I enjoy, but they need to be careful because Team Falcons might end up having a height advantage on them when they end up finishing this fight with Bigetron, unless Suxy is able to clutch up. Here we go. Is Suxy going to be able to clutch up? He's not going to be able to. Revo and the squad are just too much right now.
Oh, amazing shot. 7, that was crazy. Alpha 7 ended up losing 1 guy. Mythic also, I believe, is knocked. So they're going to go down to just 2 players. Falcons also trying to gain a little bit more control. So well.
That's what I was talking about with Alpha 7. Yes, you are going to be confident, but you got to be careful with those angles that some of the teams are going to be able to get here in Karakin. If I'm not mistaken, now it went from having 3 players up to just 1 player up for Alpha 7. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing here from them. They are the only team. Actually, they had a player, and now he decided to leave. So we'll see what he ends up doing. Can he get a knock here from S2G?
Nice
look at Watchparty Esports too. Vampire Esports. They're playing together now too.
Clever. They have to get into the zone as well.
Next contract
onto Silas. That leaves S2G just down to 2 players, and they don't have that many elimination here. So Kelsey's trying to defend this. Nevalone's been found by Revo, one of the top fraggers coming out of the Sil. Really well played by him, securing the points now. The question is, does he have more information, or can he not see more? He's getting pushed off this high ground shortly, and he's going to have
to with the chicken dinner
of the
Primero.
And there he goes with that push. And what you're hearing right now is you're hearing that C4. Somebody's trying to get out of there, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh my God.
Remember, I told you, these players need to be careful. He's going to throw a C4. Is he going to be able to clutch up? He does clutch up against Revo. Desha, he was quiet, but he's finally starting to wake up, and he was able to break through that, get an Ilum, wait for it, and get another Ilum. Great plays. From that player,
that is crazy. Desha, super well played. Smoke's coming out as well. Raze finds Schwebs in that situation, and now could be turned around. 2 versus 2 versus 1 in this situation, and they have to push up. Control right now. They have a little bit of high control. In the circle.
Oh, Desha. Hey, you know what? Congratulations. You were able to get 3rd place, and as well as some. S2G does end up getting the knock. Kasi, is he going to go for the push here? He is able to spot somebody. He's trying to get some shots on him, and he's not going to be able to. But guess what? Racy is going to be able to heal up, and he is going to go for the push here. S2G, can they clutch it up? Vampire Esports going to hold them back, and they're not able to. S2G
back-to-back no chicken,
dinner, and those 10 K. Oh, I bet they feel really good right now.
And $10,000 जीत गए bro.
Wow, that's a fantastic one for that.
S2G सबसे ज़्यादा पैसा कमाएंगे. 30,000 मतलब कम से कम इन्होंने $40,000 कमा लिए. $30 से $40,000.
Amazing, super well.
इन्होंने गाइस अभी तक $30,000 कमा लिया. मतलब समझ लो इन लोग ने उठा के लेके गए. 25 लाख रुपए तो ले गए लोग.
So happy to see this. I would say the lack of
20-25 लाख रुपए जीत गए भाई.
Surprising to me, and I was really happy to see that.
Yeah.
भाई 20-25 लाख रुपए जीत गए भाई. शॉटगन क्या चलाते भाई ये लोग इधर.
I'm actually intrigued to see what's going to happen tomorrow once the players
20-25 लाख रुपए जीत गए बे.
See if it's going to actually work their way, but you know what? I'm pretty sure that this is going to want to break this down right after this break.
मजाक सेट के सच्ची में स्नैक भाई आप रेंट पे रहते हो? यस ब्रदर. कुत्ता पेट. मजाक सेट के क्या होता है पे? हम रेंट के घर में ही रहते हैं भाई स्टार्टिंग से. भी लेंगे कभी ना कभी कर लेंगे. खुद का कर लेंगे. कभी ना कभी लेंगे. एक दिन तो आएगा. पीएल लगा रहा हूँ.
能通过道具去尝试能不能够打开更多的一个突破口。原点 98K 这里还有枪线再往这边去不断的散射。哇，他对面全残，就差一点点，全部带走。是 K1 也给压力啊，是吧？他就这种盲扎，你看起来好像第一时间落位我能造成优势，但只要对方枪线比你广。 是更加分散的，自己第二时间是很难利用。而另外一边，这里山治应该是没有听清近点的脚步，一直在开远点的枪，啊，导致自己被打了一个背身。目前也是少了一员大将，两个队伍的历史遭遇当中，也是成都 AG 占据上风。另一个角度，小智把酒吧没事，我们先还是看看经典的导师。经典这里。 苏南要扛很多压力，但是他知道对面也在拜佛，他赶紧跳过去，然后再拉出来。单线上面是非常的全倒，是的，补上了伤害。但导师还是想要不断的寻找最后一个人的方位，要锁定对面剩的枪神。伏击秒怕过后，神龙摆尾，直接收下了成都 AG 的最后一名选手，而且还有原点锁骨的枪线，这还是是的，但这场比赛耐心的 J Team 也等到了属于他们自己的机会。第一时间，顾局局得想办法夺颗雷了。对面的这个几何角度正中靶心。 这一颗雷是正好塞到了顾局局的脚底板，没有给顾局局留一个后撤的时间。而且这 team 这边order，
क्या भाई order
什么情况
？5 kill मार दिए ले 37 ले भाई
火力天花板啊！
भाई order किससे में बे？
主要是刚刚那一颗手雷给到对方的压力实在是太大了。就刚才咱提了，确实是到了一个双方互雷的阶段。不过我们回想一下，在镜头从 NV 和 SMG 切走之前，他们3个人确实是很集中的站在一个掩体后面的。是的，这也间接的给到了 order 去引爆的机会。那南部这边呢，应该是 ST 要被蓝圈驱赶。 只能往另外一个北部方向走，但是北部那边也有 JD1家的枪线。哦，给到一个阴阳的西切。那 RCG 早就挺进西部占据的这个防区，现在价值是进一步提升，而且关键的是中间有一条马路，给了全球一个阴阳的悬念。但对于 RCG 来讲，弟弟这个点位至关重要，一定不能倒，而且还要扛住很大的压力，那里至少是7枚的。 其他的选手要看一下从枪线上面能不能协同到，而另外一边 J Team 再一次把自己的作战方向调整到了西北部。导师，这个厕所看起来好像有掩体，但是四周没有任何的躲避，太空旷了。他现在这个圈是能待的，那等到圈边的队伍枪线都已经展开过后，来人贴到地面丢2颗道具就差不多了。就他最后是迟早会进入 J Team 的一个打击网里的。 但有一种可能啊，就是 JD1家在跟 J Team 近点作战啊，如果打起来的话，那 ST 要看一下能不能悄悄溜出去。那是 ST 最好的机会，对，也是他们期待的。LGD， 跟上局有一点点类似，是目前还是占了一个比较集中的阵型，而且编制上面来讲是比较齐整的。还有一个往双向去拉扯的空间。是的。
PMGC का प्राइस पुल ज़्यादा होता है या PMW का? PMGC bro, of course GC man, GC is global championship. WI is world independent. Local championship is 10 times bigger than PMWI. DC Man Global Championship bro 就 जीता वो PUBG का World Champion bro
不禁让我想到今天的第一支海岛地图双方的坑位也是一直非常的接近
Colorful नीला full swipe like beautiful thank you beautiful तो वो थी
按耐不住了他知道这个厕所应该编制不多这个三分球
BGMI की बात कर रहा हूं आ रही है आएगी कभी ना कभी तो आएगी
苏南也是调整了自己的身位啊
尝试了一下
मैं स्टार्ट भी हो गया
已经非常的惨了苏南在侧面要帮
कहां स्टार्ट हुआ है भाई अभी तो स्टार्ट
的投掷方向也正是自己的厕所位置是的两边都有点自顾不暇
最后一颗雷丢出去过后没有锁定到对方的一个位置 而在北部这里 TC 要选择正到航站 LGD 的近点的 TT 的机会就来了
哦目前接近到 VZZ 的防区这里只有他一人把守的但队友赶快来到了防下猫猫一墙之隔躲子弹打侧面非常危险但队友也
这里航站 LGD 已经倒地2人就在旁边他是知道这里周围的情况的
最前点的小帅目前没有上车，应该是前军变后军，掩护队友直接要冲防了。
要来了，还是要来了。不过小帅直接徒步干拉呀！我以为他要架枪，但他直接干拉雷在这里，第一时间就被扫到了头。
这个火力位有些大胆了呀！
主要是后点没有人架枪，所以雷在这个位置。
而且这种三防地带往中心，其实
Welcome to the 100 kg club. आदित्य भाई मैं 100 किलो का नहीं हूँ भाई.
一颗火
क्या पता हो गया होगा मेरे को नहीं पता. But मैं 100 किलो का
这样的话 LGD 上有2人站立啊，虽然是个3打3，但 YZZ 不好扶。
而且另外一个方向，上海恩威腾讯士兵战队已经开始对这个反坡的信息在搜集了。
एक बार अर्निंग्स देखो S2G का $36K
身披火焰
TK भाई $36K का कितना हो गया
Fire 是 Fire 了
最后
一个大包也要用完了
36,000 into 79
骗一下
28,44,000 रुपए जीत गए 28,44,000 रुपए जीत गए भाई S2G वाले 4 मैच 3 या 4 मैच
有机会服了人走的声音应该是能听到
28 लाख रुपए जीत गए भाई
也马上就要刷新了
也确实啊 这么大的一个西部反切，那 TT 跟 LGD 应该都是觉得这还有必要。
但是这一波 TT 确实是该留一个架枪的。
其实待在反坡这里，让 LGD 难以出防。后方位亮是为队进圈路线了。是的，边南部这里终于出山了。在闭关了很久以后，来到南部的
नहीं भाई गेम जो बढ़िया बढ़िया बोल रहा हूँ मजा में पंजाबी आ गया था बीच में
是的
बहुत मजा में चालू भाई
在近点这里 KARO boy 在这里蹲伏不过 NV 这里也是刚才我们一直看到的最初佟家宝跟 SMG 来的位置偏自闭一些
对另外一边苏 K 再一次放倒小帅
Lolita
LGD 也是对 TT 进行自己的反打呀，看看这是否是他们离开自己防区的机会。Suki 扑烟，继续往前点。阿杰锋侧面看到 YZZ 是 Suki 绕后的机会。
第一人称直接往近点当中，2个人协同一波，阿杰放倒2人。原点这里 98K 跟星辰2个人在不断的偷
烟中程 C 继续顶住。这是最后决定的1v1吗 ？98K 却出手打破了这一片均衡。
这个男人打破了太多支战队在2交互当中的均衡了。他的栓狙连续劝了2波架。
是的，
他这次不光要劝架，他还要贴到近点。是的，另外一边小帅也被扶起来过后。 还是要往圈里再进发，但是
start हो गया तुम बताते भी नहीं हो यार मतलब तुम हद करते हो यार
That is quite impressive.
Yeah, and I mean, and to be fair, with Alpha 7, most of that money that you currently got is from the rewards matches in.
यार start हो गया तुम बताते भी नहीं हो.
We're able to gather thing. Guess what? This is going to be an interesting one because
Reflex Spark की रहने
lower special element.
Documentary यार 15 मिनट लगेगा बोल रहे.
Players there longest in
15 मिनट लगेगा बोल रहे.
See there from S2G 290, not bad at all.
No delay from my side.
They're looking at the map here. I do see S2G being really close to Deadeyes.
Yeah, I'm Penang, yeah.
And then
it looks like they're on either side as well, so they're kind of sharing the town.
Alpha 7 top pay 57 points. S2G second pay.
S2G did that by Ted Muck. Hot dropping or at least contesting Rad, and you can see Rad. They're like, oh, guys here. They're staying in the shoots. They're moving further east. They don't want to fight that easily.
There's a
point out there, 7 though.
Danger बारिश आ रहा है.
On S2G
Deadeyes
guys currently in Penang.
कौन सा मैच है ये 5th मैच है 6th मैच है बीबीए करने गए थे सूरत बीबीए करने क्यों जाऊंगा भाई हैदराबाद में कॉलेजेस नहीं है ऐसी बातें कर रहे हो यार
glider shoot of course thanks to Soon Xperia their official smartphone partner here for the PMWI main event and the after party here at Gamers 8 in Riyadh.
Why Chinese player don't play in iPhone? अरे वो जो event हो रहा है वो कोई company से sponsored होगा यार, Oppo या Vivo या XYZ कोई भी. उस पे खेलेंगे ना भाई.
Completely easy one.
अब जैसा ये sponsored हुआ है Sony से, Xperia पे खेल रहे हैं ना. ऐसे भाई आप भी company चलाओ, लगाओ, डालो, sponsor करो, आपके phone पे खेलेंगे सब.
I see a DPS in hand.
क्या नाम आपका?
And S2G was able to pick up their players. That was Snax. So that's good for them. They're not going to have to.
Narsi Reddy company बोल के खोल दो एक phone.
So quiet.
कर दो sponsor. TL, PMW ऐसा कर दो तुम्हारे phone पे सब चलेंगे.
That's really crazy action.
Fifth match है ना? हाँ, fifth match है.
फुल
बारिश हो रही है यार.
Nope. They are just chilling everyone right now. Again, you have to remember we are going from 18 teams over to 12. There are 6 less teams. That's quick math right there, right?
Yeah,
able to knock that out of the park. That's
India. Which team is playing?
And
Seven
John
C's.
is sitting in the back, just
Seven C's has won $6K till now.
S2G still under siege.
S2G is on number 1, $36K. It's almost 28 lakh rupees.
Deadeyes Guys were the aggressors.
28 lakh rupees.
Across from the east side of the river to now be chilling out here, and it's obviously super important. The first elimination.
लोगों वालों को टोचन दे दो अरे क्यों टोचन भाई आ रहा है यार डॉक्यूमेंटरी आ रहा है अपलोड कर देंगे टेंशन मत लो अबे नारायणगुड़ा में भी बहुत बारिश हुई इधर तो बहुत गिर रहा है आवाज आ रहा है कान तक आवाज आ रहा है ईयरफोन्स लगाओ फिर भी आवाज आ रहा है
is that freak from Nigma Galaxy
इधर में छीटा भी इधर आ रहा है
he was looting really close there to the S2G guys and I think he didn't hear anything. I think he heard all the commotion stuff like you were talking about.
यार पता नहीं यार पहली बार कोई वॉच पार्टी इवेंट में मेरे को मजा नहीं आ रहा है वरना मैं फुल एंजॉय करता हूं तुमको भी पता है पहली बार मेरे को मजा नहीं आया
and if they position themselves, I mean, we've seen it over and over again, especially with how the circle has
ऐसा क्यों यार देखने के में मजा नहीं आ रहा यार ऐसा क्यों रीजन क्या है मेरे को समझ में नहीं
talking about it only 12 teams
पहली बार मजा नहीं आ रहा तो ये 12 टीम यार थोड़ा स्लो हो गया यार और 12 टीम सुनते ही मजा नहीं आ रहा है वो जो ऊपर 48 वाला देख रहा हूं उसमें मजा नहीं आ रहा है पता नहीं क्यों
in situations that usually they might not be able to position
out in. I don't think so.
It's going to come down to who is going to get that first knock. I mean, that first elim. I really thought it was going to be.
I can't believe
आपकी girlfriend है नहीं भाई.
We're moving towards 5 minutes, and I cannot believe that all 48 players and 12 teams are alive.
Teams बहुत है कम इसलिए नहीं आ रहा.
We're in Sanhok.
बसड़ भी नहीं हो रहा है.
I felt like last week we had already maybe had like 10. And there you go. Oh, guess what? Ray being able to get a nade. Is he going to try to get the finish?
Oh, on
Deadeyes being able to get one of the other knocks. Deadeyes being able to get the first elimination.
That's
huge for them. And now are they going to decide to continue on this fight or are they going to decide to back off? This is going to be interesting. That's one of the Deadeyes guys is running away. S2G from the off angle. And Hamsi getting a knock on Shifu.
But this is a fun event, यार मैं vibe नहीं आ रहा है. There's no vibe. यार इनको ये वाला event पहला कराना था और main event बाद में कराना. तो यार main event देखने के बाद में उतना खतरनाक gameplay देखने के बाद में ये मजा नहीं आ रहा. 12 टीम. इनको after party पहले कराना था. मतलब ये वाला event fun event पहले करा देने का था. उसके बाद main event कराने का था. तो थोड़ा मजा आता. उल्टा हो गया. But it's after party man. Party के बाद ही after party होती. सेंस बनता है. ब्लॉग कब आ रहा है? कौन सा ब्लॉग भाई?
They really are.
आप खेलो हम करेंगे वॉच पार्टी.
Is this going to end up hitting?
On point.
It is going to end up hitting. He is hurting. Guess what? Silas is going to make the push with DBS. Can he get the knock? He lays down. He does end up getting the knock there on Deadeyes.
अरे भाई ये DBS यार सीखना पड़ेगा. ये शॉटगन चलाना सीखना पड़ेगा भाई.
Congratulations S2G. You
guys शॉटगन चलाना सीखना पड़ेगा यार.
Players is currently down, but right now you guys are looking hot and you guys are getting a lot
of
Jim's
money. Those match
boards.
Jim's start होगा नवंबर या दिसंबर.
Because guess what, Deadeyes, sir.
चार सर तो बहुत मार रहे भाई. First airdrop collected by Lord.
Go on.
Lord भाई getting 80,000 रुपए इनके अकाउंट में. 80,000 का drop है.
And as I was talking about Nigma Galaxy, they are going to be pushing this fight.
Lazy रहे. अरे lazy रहेंगे ना यार.
This is what happens.
12 टीम है. स्टार्टिंग में फाइट नहीं हो रहा. बहुत देर तक बसड़ नहीं हो रहा. क्या बोलेंगे?
That's it.
That's
$5 in the Escobar.
Turn right there.
Nigma Galaxy just pushing in and just wrapping that up. That is crazy, Rove. Pushing in. They're trying to take advantage of this Deadeyes guys situation. The wrestlers are coming off. They don't have enough information just yet. Rove, Hamori. They're trying to nade, trying to pre-clear some of these corners. They don't fully know just what is going on right now.
And Lord, with the airdrop that he was able to get, he is going to have a Groza at hand. which right now, with the way this fight is looking to set itself up, it's going to be massive for that team. Here we go, Nigma Galaxy. I think they have realized that they're going to be up there. Oh, True Love decides to just stop him. He gets 2 knocks. Can he get the 3rd one?
Oh, how about he? Headshot with them 4.
Boy, shotgun be. S2G man. Do not get yours. Nova 3 chicken. Nova जीत गया भाई. Nova आ रहा है GC.
True Love immediately
Nova is coming GC man. Nova with the domination.
Mori around the corner. Oh, that's a good molly. That could really be finishing that off. Char's going to go down again. Turlov on fire. He's going to be burned alive. Really well executed by Nigma Galaxy in this situation. Super well thought of third party.
Great Molotov. Great patience out of Nigma Galaxy there, but I feel like I have to give some credit there to True Love because, man, he was able to hold him off as long as he could. He even tried to pick up his teammate. It didn't end up working out. Wow.
Yeah.
What a third party by Nigma Galaxy.
Okay, message आया guys. The documentary will be live any minute now. कभी भी live आ सकता है. अभी आ सकता है. अगले 1 मिनट में आ सकता है. अगले 2 मिनट में आ सकता है.
Or if they're able to get another one, they're able to secure the most drops.
Be ready.
See Vampire shreds the 4x.
Originals.
On the M4, looking towards Stalwart.
करो live करो यार. Live करो यार.
Wow, they just holding on to that center.
कर दो यार.
As we're seeing all these teams here inside the circle, guess what? There is one team currently that's not inside the circle. It's going to be Rod. They're currently
live करो यार.
Looking very slowly towards that circle, and right now we might end up seeing some of the fight here between
Some
of the players are very close, and as I said, that Revo is going to be able to spot one player from Team Falcons. He stops him from throwing the grenade, and he's going to back up a little bit more. Try to possibly get an angle on him. He is also going to end up throwing a nade. They're going for that special elimination rewards in the match.
Do watch Nova last match as well. After this, definitely I'll watch the end zone.
Waiting for his team, Martin.
Yeah, for sure. And this is exactly the one, right? We're looking at. They're able to Falcons. This other high ground with powerful kind of pushing.
Yeah, man, India
gather some of this information. Revo with a nade in hand is just waiting.
Documentary
Good directional late towards powerful. Does not connect. No, it was probably too far. Powerful. 3 helmet, 3 backpack. Did he see Mafioso in that movie on that rock?
Mafioso
has a super amount of information powerful right now.
भाई बीजे मारी है 22 को लिख के ले लो. आर्यन भाई ठीक है भाई. क्राफ्टन के नए सीईओ के बारे में जानिए. गवर्नमेंट के जो गेमिंग सेक्टर को मैनेज करते हैं उनके लीडर के बारे में जानिए. नए अभी साइन हुए हैं जिनका नाम है आर्यन गेमिंग 1990. Congratulations brother.
For his team, guess what? Rebel goes back to his sniper tower now.
Congratulations आर्यन भाई. आप मेरी स्ट्रीम भी देखते हो मेरे को पता नहीं था. इतने बड़े पोस्ट पे रह गया मेरी स्ट्रीम से.
Where Team Falcons is at is Alpha 7 gonna be willing to take this fight.
Love from Mumbai, thank you.
Because we know how aggressive they are.
Very scout I don't know, man.
Listen, there's KARO, and KARO might actually be able to wrap around Falcon. And guess what? With that knock right there, this is a full push by Alpha 7. You can see it from this team. And as I say, that angle on the team, and he did this with great right now for Alpha 7.
Yeah, exactly. With that knock right there, that's the go signal. That's where you relocate because you know you're going to have 2 guys down from the trying to defend that push. He's going to take down Mafioso. Super well played. Revo's close. He's taking some damage, but Never Alone has a DPS in hand.
And as they were able to just make that push, they took a little bit too long because Team Falcons was able to pick up their player. And Damar positioning himself perfectly there to just stop that finish. And guess what? Yusuf gets a knock. With the grenade on KARO, that's going to be a huge knock. And here comes another nade. Can he get another nade? He's not, but he does get some damage on him. Team Falcons starting to go on the offensive. Here comes another nade. Get some damage as well. Damar knows exactly where Revo is at. They're just waiting for him. They do end up finishing. They also knock Mythic. Now it's a numbers game. Falcon is going to go for it. Ooh, I thought he was going to make the jump. Just go for it. Just do it. He is going to do it. Can he get the knock? Can he get the illim? He misses some shots. Ultimately, though, one of the other teams,
Falcon is gusse mein, man.
Does end up getting that finish.
Yeah.
Alpha
Falcon
7
is gusse mein, man.
Great for them, and then
bro, GC ka qualifications ki requirements kya hai?
They took a little bit
requirements
too long.
They didn't have any
vehicles to actually make that push. and the way one of the players there from Team Falcons set themselves up just
from
to
Kerala.
see what was going to be coming over that ledge.
This is the perfect bait, right? Yep. You're sitting there, oh, we get a knock, all right. Get the shotgun sound, Saiga in hand, DPS in hand. They push up close.
मेरे दोस्त का चैनल पे ये कर रहा है क्या रहा है दूँ भाई
super well executed top push some shots 7C.
अरे गिरा दिया बे कैसे बे गिरा दिया कवर फायर आया कवर फायर आया बीबी की तरफ से अरे यार फिनिश कर दिया बे मैन Why man? Why ST? Why?
Vampire Esports actually getting the action there.
Yep.
Between Stalwart Esports and 7Cs being able to get a knock, and now guess what? They're gonna be pushing into 7Cs, trying to get that third party, trying to get the eliminations for the match rewards.
Why man?
Stalwart Esports is able to cover that player that was knocked down.
Oh my God.
Vampire Esports playing it slow, waiting to see what 7Cs is going to be doing.
Stoned, man.
Have the numbers, but we've seen that does not mean anything. As earlier, Alpha 7 had the numbers, and Team Falcons eliminated them. Stone pulling out the UMP. There you go. Troy being able to get a knock. Now this is the push that they're going to make. Decide to go inside. Spray God just waiting, healing on the corner. Is he going to get spotted? They have not spotted him yet. He's actually being able to get a knock. Is he going to be able to get another knock? He's not able to get a second knock there on Vampire Esports. Vampire Esports able to finish up that team without losing any players.
Yeah, that should be another situation. Take control of that because they can capitalize on 2 knocks. They're just, I feel like they are
documentary
close enough.
Why man?
Do that, just that.
In the chat.
Vampire now, all 4 guys standing.
Love from Kashmir, bhai. Thank you.
Pika has moved closer. Top still on this rock.
Sugam arms like
cover.
Love from Haryana. Thank you, bhai.
Can work with.
Hello, Laddi hoye Snapchat banata nahi babdu menu hoye documentary
are the guys closer to the circle. Better high ground control. More shots are coming in. Ravenclaw taking damage from action.
NT in the chat.
The way Stalwart Esports is looking at right now. Look at them.
My God, pre-firing that smoke was just crazy. So much damage on
action
the Vampire
with some
guys.
action, man.
Action with the
Where is Dumla boy? Dumla boy 7Cs के लिए क्यों खेलेगा भाई? कैसे बात
कर रहा है? So strong from this terrain.
Stalwart Esports being able to get all the angles to where they're positioned right now. If I'm not mistaken, one of the players from Stalwart Esports is actually starting to
need more confidence.
Rotation.
पता नहीं यार 12 टीम है यार क्या सीन चल रहा है मेरे को यार स्काउट को खेलना चाहिए स्काउट का मोमेंटम अच्छा बना
on this team and that right now is just
खेलना चाहिए था स्काउट एकदम से क्यों नहीं खेला रीजन जानने का है
get out of this. The only hope that they would have is that some
momentum बना होगा ना क्योंकि तो फर्स्ट मैच में 1v2 गया सीधा
and distract them, and I don't think that's currently going to happen with the way that this
Sugam Anna means how are you in I guess in Malayalam अरे sorry brother मैं जबरदस्त मेरे को लगा सुगम आना मेरे को लगा सुगम नाम का कोई जगह है
closer he's going to be close to R8 shots are coming out Stuckton
पता नहीं था यार sorry brother I'm good how are you
going to be able to connect just that but the support from Damanki in the distance is
BGMI iOS में 4:30 बजे और Android में 12:30 बजे Aryan Gaming thank you तालियां हमारे CEO के लिए क्राफ्टन के न्यू CEO signed by
Nigma Galaxy
Lockdown Games
Bigetron has
Aryan Gaming is the new CEO guys Aryan भाई के लिए तालियां इतने बड़े लीडर हमारी स्ट्रीम पे देख रहे हैं thank you कृपया करके Aryan भाई
actually and Falcon is going to be on the east side
stream छोड़ दीजिए
Rat on the northeast side and Ari is going to be on the northwest side with Bigetron on that west side on those compounds. They're going to be moving in closer.
BTR in the center. Shout out to HR12X Lion Gaming. Big shout out to you.
If they want to stay close, it could be a full foreman in that compound close to the road.
Yeah, भाई को टाइम भी बताए. Now becomes a question for Stalwart Esports. How long?
देखो भाई को टाइम भी बताए भाई.
Wait for Vampire Esports to.
अभी तक डॉक्यूमेंट्री नहीं है. पता नहीं यार क्या चल रहा है.
Vampire Esports is realizing that they were in a tight spot and they're now
30 minutes
to back off, try to get a vehicle.
गेम कब आएगा आपको क्या लग रहा है भगवान के भरोसे है. बट यार जिस हिसाब से न्यूज़ आ रही है पॉजिटिव अपडेट्स तो है. कब आएगा वो नहीं पता.
Maybe.
बट सबने ऐसे बोला कि आएगा. For the best. अपन ग्राइंड नहीं छोड़ेंगे.
Far away from his teammates if he does end up.
जिस दिन अपन ग्राइंड छोड़ दें तो समझ जानेगा.
And guess what? Vampire Esports Stone knows exactly.
और ग्राइंड कर रहे तो समझ जानेगा.
Oh, that's a headshot.
That is a headshot that backs him up, and this might be the opening
क्या करोगे फ्यूचर में? Anything joining game आ जाए यार पहले.
The angle that they didn't want them to cover, and Scry cannot go down from that angle. He's far away from his teammates. He has to heal up. He has to get fully healed.
Documentary
यार. We know for sure that he could be gone.
अरे क्या कर रहे हो bro?
He would be lost. They're not going to go for him when he's that far away from the current circle. Stalwart looks to be disengaging from this fight here, 7, and focusing and prioritizing on getting some better terrain inside the circle, which I actually like.
Yep.
Focus a little bit more on the placement points for this situation.
30 minutes delay.
One elimination on them so far, but they are 4 guys strong. They could control that western side, considering Bigetron have the center right now. Obviously, they don't have that information, but there's some pretty good terrain that they could take. There's some compounds available, and Pika is already super out far, getting that information on that T-Road section compound that is quite strong inside the new circle.
And ultimately, I mean, Vampire Esports, if for some reason Stalwart Esports was going to end up staying there, Vampire Esports was able to find a way to rotate out of there. You can see them right there on the vehicles, making a long push. But what I'm going to be seeing now is they might end up running into Nigma Galaxy, because they're both of those teams are currently making the exact same rotation. And with Stalwart Esports, I think the main reason why they decided to back off, they were on top of that hill south of bootcamp for a very long time. And I think they might have been able to hear some of the shots from the earlier fights.
Like, you're a very jolly person, Staveless. Thank you so much, brother. Means a lot.
So they might have that in the back of their head. They might be thinking, you know what, we don't really want to get trapped here. This is a fight that we're willing to just give up.
From Haryana, dialogue repeat कर दो please. साहिल भाई, Snapchat बनाओ ये लाडी होए, तारी बाप बेडू भेजो ये documentary आ रही अपनी. ये patch.
A lot of
हैदराबाद की बिरयानी कब खिलाओगे? गूगल पे कर दो 400 रुपए अभी खिला दूंगा. मजाक कर रहा हूँ, हैदराबाद कभी खिलाएंगे.
So you can definitely tell.
यार मैं वेज बिरयानी खिलाऊंगा, पनीर बिरयानी खिलाऊंगा, फिर बोलना मत. ये पुलाव क्यों खिला रहे? अगर तुमने पुलाव बोला तो बिल तुम भरोगे. आर्यन भाई से कह दो थोड़ा जल्दी ला देंगे इनको. आर्यन भाई हाँ यार, 22 तारीख क्यों बोल रहे हो आप? आर्यन भाई आप तो सीईओ, जल्दी ले आ जाओ.
It's going to be smaller
documentary
shifts for this one.
क्या पता मेरे
Some
भाई.
teams might have to have traverse across a lot of
7 का 7.5 हो गया, 7.5 का 8 भी हो जाएगा, 8 का 8.5 भी हो जाएगा, भगवान भरोसे. पता है.
Low grounds plus the compounds currently around Quarry can really facilitate.
This is the last match भाई, बता दो. इसके बाद last match.
Especially
अभी वो होना बाकी है ना. Miramar is the last match.
It's gonna go west. So Bigetron
PTR with the chicken dinner, man.
They have a big question to ask themselves: what compound?
PTR with the chicken dinner.
And I'm expecting it to be the center one. It is kind of hard to hold because you have all these big.
भाई पहले बॉडी बनाओ फिर एब्स क्या टिप्स. भाई वो तो आपके बॉडी के ऊपर है यार, मतलब अभी आपका करंट सिचुएशन क्या है वो मैं नहीं जानता. वो आप आपके ट्रेनर से पूछो आपका बॉडी फैट कितना है, क्या है, एक्सवाइज क्या चल रहा है, आपको कैसी बॉडी चाहिए वो आप जानते हो, आपका ट्रेनर जानता है.
Because it has a lot of deep divots and kind of canyons that are working in through with a lot of cover, so they could potentially be losing out on the players. But let's see what Damankia and R8 is going to be up to here. They're going to be fighting 2 teams for just one position available right now.
Best biryani कौन सा रेस्टोरेंट में मिलता है? स्नैक भाई. नॉन वेज पूछ रहे हो, वेज पूछ रहे हो?
Regards to Bigetron, and I'm glad that all the players now decided to go a little bit closer.
नॉन वेज पूछ रहे हो तो मेरे से भी
compound they're going to be holding. Guess what?
Yusuf
from Team Falcons.
Love you, Vire.
Came able to spot that and trying to get some shots on him.
पंजाबी लोग मजबूत है. Love you, Vire.
Gets the knock too. Trying to go for the longest. Can he actually get that?
That is crazy. That is far away.
भाई हिमाचल आने का प्लान कभी
We
बनाओ,
are
जरूर
talking
बनाएंगे.
at least 250 meters away there, potentially even further.
No, tap.
300 meters that is currently the longest.
2 मैच लेफ्ट ब्रो. 2 मैच भी बचा है. हाँ, 2 मैच भी बचा है. पारस भाई बिग शॉट है. स्नाइप भाई आर्यन गेमिंग वाली आईडी मेरी में टाइम आउट दे दिया यार. कहीं आर्यन गेमिंग वाली आईडी में टाइम आउट इसलिए दिया बिकॉज़ वो सीईओ है क्राफ्टन की. मैं नहीं चाहता इतने बड़े हाई लेवल के बंदे अपनी स्ट्रीम देखें. ही इज अ सीईओ ऑफ क्राफ्टन मैन. ही वाज गिविंग लीक्स फॉर बीजीएमआई. मैं बोला यार लीक्स देने से अच्छा आप लॉन्च ही कर दो. वो लॉन्च करने गया, इसके लिए टाइम आउट दे दिया उसको. पंजाब आए हो, लुधियाना साइड पंजाब. मैं अमृतसर आया हूं भाई, गोल्डन टेंपल.
Then they will move into the quarry. So he's kind of the information gatherer right now on our Lord on screen.
ये टीम शिमला गया है तो मैं क्या करूं भाई?
He's going to be able to get that finish.
So मैं क्या करूं भाई?
End up getting a finish there from Vampire Esports.
Let him enjoy his trip, man.
Backing off. I don't think we're going to have this fight right now. As you do see Stony.
ब्लॉग कब आ रहा? नाइटमेयर विंड भाई कौन सा ब्लॉग? किसका ब्लॉग? काई का ब्लॉग? कहां का ब्लॉग?
End up following Nigma Galaxy does decide to back off as well, and it's worth talking about what Team Falcons is going to do. Guess what? Never Alone decides just to make a crazy push there into Quarry with the information that Yusuf was able to relay, and the MARO.
क्या भाई हरियाणा कभी आओगे? हरियाणा आएंगे ना यार. वीडियो मारने आएंगे.
Here you go.
खाना वाना खाएंगे वहाँ पे.
एकदम very very close.
बटर पनीर. तुमको क्या लगा मैं बटर चिकन बोलूंगा? नहीं, I'm a pure veg. बटर पनीर खाएंगे, बटर पनीर. आपके हिसाब से PUBG BGMI का बेस्ट प्लेयर कौन है? Paraboy man. If you're asking PUBG, it's Paraboy. If you're asking BGMI, you know the answer.
If you have somebody
Not your walk.
smash and grab on the compound from the north side, with R8 and Damonkia, potentially they have a car, they could do it, but obviously they don't have a lot of information. We're going to see the next circle here. What's going to happen, but I'm definitely seeing an R8 and Damonkia fight. Oh my god, they get a northern hard shift. That's going to be important. That's going to be a fight for terrain here for Damonkia and R8-7.
Yeah, this could be
guys! अरे प्रीमियर ने सीधा अपलोड कर दिया hey documentary आ गए जाओ
he's not able to get the knock. Fabian, he's going to try to go for it again. Can he get the knock? He needs to be careful that he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't end up getting the knock with the car, but guess what? Gone. Does
जाओ गए documentary देखने जाओ documentary देखने जाओ
that push.
जाइए documentary देखने जाइए पूरा देख के आइए और बताइए कैसा लगा.
And now they're making a push.
Go.
That one, you mentioned it. This is a great position.
जाओ documentary देखने जाओ.
Winning and then one.
जाओ.
They already have one chicken dinner today, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking to add another one. 10K. Aida being able to get... No, he doesn't get any knocks. He gets backed off there from Fabian, and Fabian is just going to keep on making that push. He's going to end up getting...
Hey, shotgun maybe
I love this from that one, Kia.
Bhai, main kaise grind karunga shotgun.
What stage of the map we're on, this...
Link do, loco originals.
Close range.
Search.
Vampire Esports
Search loco originals.
Prestige currently being able to just sneak himself...
Loco originals बोल के search करो, space मत देना.
Kia controlling that north point. And also controlling the high ground for this circle.
And staying 4 guys alive in a push towards R8 is just so impressive. I expect
Loco.gg खोलो, search में जाओ, Loco original space दिया अगर search करो. ये Loco original ये देखो आया, just आया, अभी देखो अभी upload किया 118 views. जल्दी जाओ.
More pushes coming in. Stalwart under a lot of fire. Nates are coming in as well.
Northern का land जबरदस्त था.
Jackpot's being really aggressive here, getting those eliminations, and he's very far away from his current team. And guess what? Them one Kia is going to be very happy because the circle just shifted, and he shifted to them, and they're currently the only team that's inside the new circle.
Oh my god!
With that high ground as well, and now they're trying to third party as well. Stalwart Esports. Bigetron sucks. He's going to be able to get the knock. He does get the knock there. Stalwart Esports does end up getting eliminated. Bigetron.
Blackjack, big short, you.
The twins. Oh! He eliminates Nigma Galaxy
on fire
as well. Bigetron currently looking good with this eliminations, but they need to hurry up and pick up those players.
It's got to be fast in that situation there. Also,
what's up?
Otherwise, they're going to lose misery, and they need every single member they can have if they want to control that next circle. At least have a chance. 2 northern shift in that situation is just so rough, especially with Damwon Kia 4 guys strong on that high ground. That is going to be a rough push for them. Juni pushing, or at least standing high ground here, putting some shots into Rat and Falcons. Guys are still outside the zone. That's a good amount of shots from Juni. Munir is gone down from Rat.
With the high ground right here, then he's going to be able to get the other knock. He does get the other knock, and he's going to go for the finishes. Juni just putting himself in a position to acquire a lot of points for his team.
What, baby Groot, big shout out to you, meri jaan, dil se.
Working wonders, and I love that they're going for that 2-2 split. Team
from Karnataka, thank you.
Make a push to that circle because it's different. We are not back to last week, and guess what? Juni does end up getting the finish on one of the players that he knocked earlier. Esports now trying to
Kia Motors ka chicken hai.
Damn one Kia does continue
Kia Motors ka chicken hai bhai.
Split, and they need to be careful because one of the players, Prestige from RA, is still alive and very close to them. Rad has been really quiet.
Yeah,
super quiet.
Oh my god, they're just next to each other. Rad hears him with the UMP, takes him down. That's another elimination for them. But Rad now have given the information to everyone on the high ground. And that next circle has shifted as well, and it's insane. It's gone northwest towards Damwon Kia once again. Back to back high ground, hard shift. It's crazy. They should be able to hold on to this.
But they should be able to.
Bigetron has 3 guys strong. They could make it the big dream happen here in this case.
If they do make a push to the Damwon Kia guys that are currently by themselves outside of that circle, this could be huge for Bigetron. But I think right now they're just so focused on the guys that are within that circle. Damwon Kia.
No documentary bhai, aa gaya bro, kya no documentary?
You can see them right there. They're like, okay, I think it's just one player over here. I think it's just going to be 1 point. And they're going to
documentary aa gaya yaar, tum kaisi baatein kar rahe ho?
Teams that are going to be coming into that circle, which is going to be Bigetron. Bigetron laying down Luxy, Suxy, and Misiri still alive, trying to get some spot. You can see Rod right there. They've been quiet. He's going to get spotted by Juni. Can Juni get this knock? He is going to be able to get that elimination.
11 for them so far, 7. That is so impressive. The question is, can they hold off the Bigetron guys? We see Soxy jump out. Juni goes down, and Soxy could be pushing on to this rocket, take control of that. Fabian trying to defend. Soxy goes around. Fabian also puts a lot of damage. More push is coming in towards the Misery goes down. This is huge. Soxy putting in more damage. Takes down Fabian.
Soxy getting the knock right there. Now it's going to be a 1v2. Can he pull this off? He does have one Molotov. He's going to make the other players push up for it.
That's perfect.
Does it hit? Oh, it doesn't hit. It does back him off soon. Throwing the grenade. Is this grenade going to hit? Oh, barely 2 HP for Soxy. They're going to make the push. Can he get the knock? Forrest going with the high ground on top of that rock. Back it up, but guess what? It's too much. It's too much. That DBS is just too much. And guess what? Who's going to be happy right now? Team Falcons, because Team Falcons actually decided to continue on with that Hail strat, and it worked out for them.
5 more.
And now DeMar's trying to see if he can maybe get an angle and possibly get some elimination points for his team.
I doubt it. He has 5 more first stages, though, or 4 more after that one. Song could be looking at his general direction, but Damar is slowly walking towards that circle. He has to constantly heal, move super slowly when you have this first stage popped. Song does try to molly some of these angles. Damar, he knows that he potentially is second place already, or is quite sure. He has 3 helmet and a 3 vest. Could potentially get 1 down, but there are 3 guys alive. There's absolutely no chance that he survived this one. But it will be 6 points guaranteed for Falcons after this heal strat working up. And now we see a little bit of dance. No more. He's going to deny the points. Super well executed by Falcons with the split strategy after that. But that means Damwon Kia takes the chicken dinner and $10,000.
That 24 points, and you said the $10,000. I'm pretty sure they might have taken also some of the other match rewards. Because
guys, जाओ देखो तुम्हारे भाई की डॉक्यूमेंट्री आई. मैं तुमको बताता हूँ. लोको ऐप खोलो. लोको ऐप खोलोगे ना, उसके बाद तुमको जाके लोको ओरिजिनल सर्च करना है. लोको _ओरिजिनल्स जाके सबसे पहला वीडियो देखो. अभी अपलोड हुई है डॉक्यूमेंट्री. यू कैन गो वॉच देयर. डॉक्यूमेंट्री आ गया क्या? यस आ गया. लोको_ओरिजिनल्स. लोको ओरिजिनल सर्च करोगे बगैर स्पेस के आ जाएगा. जाके देखो डॉक्यूमेंट्री आगे ले तुम्हारे भाई का. जाओ फटाफट देखो, ठीक है? और देख के मेरे को बताओ कैसा लगा. जरूर बताना कैसा लगा, जरूर बताना, ठीक है? लव फ्रॉम हार्ट मिया, थैंक यू. डॉक्यूमेंट्री आ गया. डॉक्यूमेंट्री आगे लाए. आफ्टर पार्टी का प्लेयर्स का एंट्री देखा गया. देखा. जाओ गाइस. देखो डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखो फटाफट जाके. गर्लफ्रेंड का नाम बताओ जी. अरे व्हाट द फक, है नहीं भाई गर्लफ्रेंड. आ गया गाइस, डॉक्यूमेंट्री आ गेलाय. एक सेकंड ना यार स्ट्रीम बंद भी कर दी मैंने
Welcome back to PMW Afterparty Showdown as Deadeyes Gaming take themselves, I should say, take themselves their second chicken dinner of the day, join the likes of S2G, who have been able to get to themselves. Jason Captain still joined by Maxman and Kalaris as we're breaking down Sanhok by first taking a look at our match rankings brought to you by STC. What's impressive about Deadeyes' win there, though, able to get some eliminations. We talked multiple times about how they're a team that can get wins, but can't really seem to pick up a lot of elims. Well, they shut us up.
No, definitely. I mean, a lot of hard shifts. North will give them slight favor in that regard for the final moments. But the best bit about all of those hard shifts was they had what was such an overlook on the rest of the lobby once all those circles came their way that they could start getting big elim points. And this is actually not very Sanhok-esque to get 14 elims off the back of a chicken dinner.
Yeah, very top-heavy for the first place only this time around, instead of like top 5 teams being all up there. And the fact that they've been constantly rotating from the northern side, they know the north, no one's going to focus there. No one's going to enter from that location, so you only really have 180 degrees of land in front of you. You have to focus down. You have that cliff. No team is going to be a threat to you. They have to take an uphill battle. Everything's coming your way to get the win, and Damwon, even as you say, they're not like a team that's very focused on elims. Here, it's impossible to not get elims almost.
And I feel Bigetron probably felt like they couldn't catch a break in that game. I mean, they had the compound next to Quarry, which, technically speaking, is a difficult circle to play as Quarry, especially if it shifts down towards some of that low ground. But they had a great position, but the circle just was like, no.
Works out, and they still get on Sanhok, and you have less teams, so you can potentially give them more meds. So it's a strat that works. You get second place like that, like you can't argue with that.
I mean, they're soaring. They're constantly ever present at the top of these lobbies here, and I mean, if they continue this on, they'll be able to knock Alpha 7 off the pedestal at the very top.
That's some bold words, but you know what? I'd like to see someone challenge the top, and I don't. Does Alpha 7 actually have the #1 spot? Actually, yeah, they did.
They were 57 on the
last checked, right? Yes. S2G was actually behind them. But we're actually going to be checking the match rewards, see how much money the teams got themselves, or who more importantly took these awards. We're going to have first elimination, Deadeyes Guys. Okay, fantastic. First team elimination, Nigma Galaxy get an extra 5K. Team Falcons, though, first special elimination, meaning by vehicle or by grenade.
I think that we saw one team actually trying to roll over. I don't remember who it was. I think they were not going fast enough.
It
was Damwon, yeah. If you don't have enough speed, you're just going to push them out the way. So you need to get that speed, and just going in circles, you're not going to get that
I felt like more teams in this game, more than in the other, were really attempting to get some of these, especially the special eliminations coming their way.
They're trying the mollies especially a lot.
Yeah, which...
But it's not
We said, doesn't count. I mean, mollies are good on this map because all the buildings are made of wood, right? So...
yeah, exactly. And you just want to... It does have a lot of clear position.
If only it was like what you're talking about spreading. Yeah.
Not the whole building, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What about the other ones? What about like when it came to totals? I know we have the ability to see those. I believe we have the ability to see those. Do we have the ability to see those, Max?
I think we saw them earlier.
There we go.
So. Yeah.
So special eliminations, Falcons. I mean, the upside is, right, you could just get one special elimination or one airdrop, which we had happen in the last match, and get double rewards because you got the first one and you got the most because no one else did. It can happen. This time, though, Rod's actually going to be taking it with the most airdrops picked up.
Yeah, they've been losing all over the place, but with eliminations from Damwon, not really too surprised. Most teams eliminated also make surprise. Like
20K for Damwon Kia.
20K from this game alone, and these one singular games, right, will allow you to go even high in the rankings. So they should be able to compete now very closely with your Alpha 7s with the other teams at the top.
Yeah, because before this, they only had 16 points, but 10K
they were 8th
in the bank. Yeah, so this is going to be a significant bump up for them. Probably moving into the top 5, I guess.
I would say so.
We don't have to wonder. We can actually just see it. I want to take a look actually at the overalls when it comes to points here.
5th.
3rd.
I got it.
I'm just so... You know, Max, this is why I'm the blesser and you're the cursor.
Yeah, I mean, it's not by choice, but...
It's true, though.
Yeah, yeah, okay, definitely.
I mean, when Kalaris looks at the overalls before we get to see it, yeah, it's a little unfair.
I didn't look at the overalls at all.
Max, did you see him look at the overalls before we came on in?
Yeah, he's checking right now. He's got himself his Xperia phone under the desk, and he's taking a look every single time.
It just loads so fast.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's got to be fast when it's made in collaboration with professional players.
That's right.
Yeah. Got to load those stats in quickly.
And it's actually our partner here at PUBGMOBILE Esports as well.
I'm so happy about
Team Falcons. You can see here second place with 45 points. No chicken dinners, though, which makes it even more impressive. They're able to be so high up when you have teams like S2G, Damwon Kia, and then Alpha 7 above them in chicken dinners. Like, to kind of be sandwiched between those.
I mean, that's the different strats, right? You're going to have some from some of the teams. Some are definitely not going to be aiming for those wins, even though the win's still 10k. That is a very huge increase. Some are just looking for that consistency. Can get some airdrops, can get those special eliminations. Maybe the first elimination if you have a hot drop. Like, you have a lot of different ways to be first place without getting a single win. And it seems like Falcons, that's the route they're approaching here.
And you look at S2G and Damwon Kia getting themselves the 2 wins throughout the day here each. This is 2 teams that we saw S2G get the win off a central position. Damwon Kia is very good about their long rotations. These 2 teams are very adept and proficient when it comes to looking for position. I mean, as we were touting all the way through for Damwon Kia when it came to PMWI as a whole. So, yeah, it's definitely working out for them considerably in this first day.
Yeah. I do remember working out. Oh, what do you remember?
I remember when like we're talking a lot about S2G in the past, you know, in like those global events also, and also Damwon when they do get into those finishing moments, they are a team that very rarely the win will escape them if they have the man advantage, if they have a good position, and we saw it happen already 4 times today for the 2 teams.
R8 Esports though. Oof.
Let's leave it at that. That's
it. I think that's enough.
0. Yeah, unfortunate.
All right, let's take a look at our rewards rankings, though. Right, we obviously have rankings when it comes to points. We also have rankings when it comes to how much money has been won. So S2G sitting in first place with 36k. And Damwon Kia, I mean, that last game was a 20k game for them.
It's the biggest. It's probably the biggest game, right? Oh, maybe
we were Alpha 7 on Vikendi.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh. It's close. But I mean, regardless, 20k in a game. You know what? I'll take that. Afterparty Showdown. I think they're coming in relatively relaxed almost about their approach to the game with all these teams around them. I think they're pretty confident here.
You know what I'm happy to see about Damwon Kia is the fact that I wasn't a believer in other South Korean overlords, to be honest. You know, at PMGC, I was like, it's kind of a fluke that they won the East League. But to be honest, like with how they played then, with how they're played in last week, and how they're playing now, like I'm starting to become a believer. Damwon Kia definitely proven to be an insanely strong team.
They know their identity, and you know, when you were saying you were skeptical about their previous successes, etc., and things like that, that was over a long-form tournament where they were able to gather so much information about all the other regions, bring that together, and then actually still continue to play their identity, which is find themselves a central spot, go for those very wide splits. Once they know they've got control, push out with 3 and make sure that those people are not getting to the circles, and it's continuing here.
Yeah, I mean, you remember in 2020 PMGC, right, when the only South Korean team really used to struggle, I think it was Archer Gaming, and they had a really tough time, but that's when their ecosystem was not even put together by them, right? And now they have their official esport ecosystem in South Korea. They're getting so much more talent being brought in the scene. So as time goes on, we see more and more Korean, like South Korean.
Damn, bro.
This is just the start, I would still say.
Yeah, definitely.
Kaisa laga, guys?
It's a region, it's a country that has the absolute most powerful esports infrastructure.
Kaisa laga documentary?
Careful, Max.
Hands down.
We only have a minute for it to the next map, and we know Kalaris can talk about
Kaisa laga documentary, bhai.
Extremely excited we're talking about them becoming more dominant, especially when it comes to PUBG Mobile. But you guys at home, remember we do have the event happening. That's something just to remind you guys about. You guys can team up with
love you, Sniper. Love you too, Mary Ja.
Missions and eventually get your free permanent legendary set. We also have to give a big thank you over to Aramco.
Love the documentary. Thank you.
Everyone that's been involved here with this event to make sure it is possible.
मस्त है ना ये काम. आपके साथ देखना है documentary piece. नहीं रे अभी लगाऊंगा तो सब इधर देखेंगे. मैं चाहता हूँ लोग उधर देखें पहले. ये सब के सब उधर देखें फिर पता चलेगा. Last part में रोला दिया Snax भाई. हाँ. Goosebumps आ रहे हैं. Getting goosebumps, man. Literally getting goosebumps.
And even though Alpha 7, I'm pretty sure you guys mentioned it too, Alpha 7 is currently sitting at the top in regards to points. they're not sitting at the top in regards to total earnings. S2G, 36,000.
Yeah,
so
super
far.
impressive. Damonki as well. The chicken dinners are really paying off, and that's what we're going to see in long term as well.
Full goosebumps, brother.
We have not played more than 5 matches, 7, and it's only across 3 teams. That is really impressive for Damonki and S2G to already have 2 chicken dinners.
For Damonki, the last match alone was an extra $20,000 because before that match they only had 10K earnings.
Damn, bro. Damn.
A lot of teams.
Goosebumps आ रहे हैं यार, अभी मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा मैं क्या बोलूं.
Guess what we are, as Jason was saying, we are going to the
1080p करता हूँ. 2 मिनट मेरे को एक टाइम दो. मैं वैसे तो इधर ही बैठा हूँ. 2 मिनट मेरे को टाइम दो. बस थोड़ा नॉर्मल हो.
And then we are going to have a
5 minutes.
at the end. If I'm not mistaken, I'm intrigued to see how Miramar is going to be playing here. I know this is your favorite map.
Yeah, huge fan of this map. A lot of terrain to be covered, and it's going to be sped up a lot. It's obviously an 8x8 map. It has the most playable terrain of any of the maps that we are playing. So we have to really see what these teams they are focusing on when they do this, and how they're going to be playing this one out. 12 teams only on such a huge map, and we have a northeast to southwest plane path. So a lot of the northwestern area is not going to be reachable unless you take a car. Here on screen, most simulations is Revo and Carillo. 11 each, tied, and Race really close after that one with 10. And now here the Afterparty Showdown points total so far 58, 45, 42, 40. It's kind of close still. Also Stalwart, of course, with 37. It's kind of close towards the top, but a 13-point lead right now. Alpha 7 down to Falcons is quite impressive.
Very, very close. I mean, first place is going to get 60,000. Second place is going to get 55,000. Third place, 50,000. And it keeps going down from there.
I'll just continue all the way down.
And then all the way down to 12, which they're still going to be able to get 13,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. 13,000.
And that's not.
It should have been 12, right? It would have been perfect. Ooh. 12 plays, 12,000. Yeah. That's kind of a nice one. No, but they get 13. Just an extra grand there. And as you see here on screen, knockouts as well. Mafioso, Revo, 13 and 10. Alpha 7 really dominating leaderboards in all possible ways. Netherlands, though, Raze has been impressive. Luxy in second place there with 2. So quite crazy. This first circle is bigger than I expected, actually. A lot of space for all these teams here. I'm not expecting too many crazy things to happen just off the bat. But let's see who the teams are going to be the first to be eliminated.
I am intrigued to see who's going to
be. So much thank you.
Hot drop. I think it took 5 minutes. Adventure. I was going back.
Last match,
it took 5 minutes for somebody to get the first element in Sanhok.
Is it
going to be a little bit faster here? Just stay tuned. We're going to end up finding out. And while you're at it, keep an eye out for the PMWI gun skins and outfits. There's a PMWI package are on sale for a limited time. And you can also win PMWI treasure crates if you play PUBG Mobile during PMWI. And while you're at it, watch PMWI together in Game Esports Center with your friends to win PMWI special sets. Ooh,
all right.
S2G.
All right.
Very close.
Yeah. Having fun with that one here. That's like they're super far away from each other. And Al-Azhar, the question is, do they engage? I see one player that is kind of far away from the other one. And as you see here down left, the PMWI gun skin and outfit. It is on sale still, so go and grab that while you still can. Bigetron able to close this one out here. KARO, obviously a huge one. And we have Luxy and Soxy, the famous twins, on screen. SK Ton here. I wish he was called Stockton because that's a great name as well. Silas pushing him. Ooh, Silas did not know that he was here, but has a Vector in hand. He has a 3 helmet and a 1 vest. He kind of wants to be hit in the head, rather. Nature coming out. The trading, I think Silas pulled it out earlier. He's jumping off that one. He's going to try to pre-nade that corner. Does take some damage here. They're trading nades around the corner. Silas with another nade in hand.
Thank you,
I'm
guys.
surprised the RA player wasn't able to get that knock. I think both of them were
thank you.
it. Stan. He was just waiting patiently, laying down, and then Silas was like, "Oh, I'm getting shot. You know what? I'm just gonna head back a little bit more, wait for my players to just push up."
SK Town has a 3 helmet too. He's pushing with the 2 vest, so technically he does have the upper hand in case they are shooting at the same time. Kalsi is helping from the high ground with this mini. That is quite impressive. He put some damage onto Prestige, who's on the backside of that warehouse.
Respect, bye. Thank you, guys. Means a lot. Thank you for the positive messages.
Okay, connecting a headshot on him on that little 1 helm. Oh, look at that. Beautiful there.
Silas does end up getting knocked and eliminated. We do have the first elimination.
Thank you.
Before 5 minutes. Okay, we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. Maybe I wish that I was a pro player and being able to play. But guess what? Hamsi is going to try to make a push here on one of the RA players. Nope, never mind. He's going to decide to back.
यही था brother reason सूरज की story नहीं बताने का 3 साल छुपा के रखा था मैं almost गेमिंग में 3 साल हो गए मेरे को मैं नहीं बताया था कि मैं किधर से आया हूँ कहाँ से और मेरे को वैसा इमोशनली वो रहता है ना लोग समझते हैं यार इमोशनली ऑडियंस गेम कर रहे हैं वैसा था हाँ जब 1 मिलियन ऐसा कुछ होंगे थोड़ा अच्छा ग्रो कर लेंगे तब बताएंगे अपनी स्टोरी लोग रिलेट भी कर पाएंगे स्टार्टिंग में बता दूंगा तो सब बोलेंगे अरे इमोशनली ऑडियंस पहले कुछ उखाड़ना था उखाड़ने के बाद में कुछ स्टोरी बताना अभी उखाड़ लिया यार अब अच्छा खासा पहले से कंपेयर करोगे तो जो गोल था 1 मिलियन का वो किया है घर वालों को खुश रखा है घर वाले खुश हैं हैप्पी है अब बनता है स्टोरी बताने का और चलो बताते सूरज की स्टोरी पता है आई होप तुम लोग अच्छा लगा होगा
don't get eliminated this early on.
Yeah, and especially for this situation here now, S2G with one guy on the high ground, Kalsi and Raze on the low ground, they're going to have a hard time just getting together in this situation. They're obviously a big map here, so they do need a vehicle of some sort to make this macro rotation that they want to do. It looks like Raze is just running up. He's running up. He's just trying to completely disengage from this fight.
Emotional मत तो diamond कितने हैं बताओ एक भी diamond नहीं है भाई.
Disengage. Let's get away and just try to survive.
दिल कर रहा है कल तुम्हें Snax भाई मेरी जान nice documentary लगी Snax. Thank you so much brother, means a lot.
Map, huge map, a lot of terrain that they can potentially hide in. Hamodi.
Respect plus plus. Thank you.
First aid pick up here from Nigma Galaxy.
Good to check documentary. Loco पे.
They are on the
Loco पे मैंने story डाला है लिंक के साथ. Loco originals.
And with Miramar,
banner
12 teams, we're gonna go from 18 teams.
आ गया documentary. Banner देखो ना उन्होंने banner डाल दिया.
Just slow it down.
Banner डाल दिया guys उन्होंने देखो ना. जैसे आप home page खोलोगे banner दिखेगा. Banner पे tap मारो.
Also gonna be doing.
रोना आ गया भाई. ऐसा मत बोलो यार. ऐसे मत बोलो भाई.
They're gonna be able to do. Mafioso, I mean,
शॉपिंग वाला सीन दिल को छू गया. ऐसे बहुत सारे सीन्स थे यार. ऐसा मैं बोलते रहता तो पूरी इमोशनल डॉक्यूमेंट्री हो जाती. मैं बोला नहीं ये निकालो. बोला एक आधा सीन ही डालो. बहुत सारे सीन है यार ऐसा बता नहीं सकते ना. ऐसा बताने लगे तो पूरा इमोशनल डॉक्यूमेंट्री हो जाएगा. मेरे को ऐसा करने का नहीं था. मैं बोला एक आधा सीन बताते जो हुआ है. बहुत सारे सीन्स थे.
We were wondering if
KARO inspiration brother, you are such a great man. Thank you brother, means a lot.
How some of the teams were going to be playing.
Shopping वाला scene
shifting north.
वो सब middle class लड़के relate करेंगे. सब middle class family relate करेंगे वो shopping वाले scene से.
Right there. KARO with 7
100% I'm sure.
Actually something that we tend to see out of just one player, maybe out of a whole
middle class बंदा relate करेगा.
I was talking about there earlier.
Shopping वाले scene. Off guys मेरे side से नहीं है. Not from my side.
They continue.
मेरे side से सब okay. Refresh कर लो.
This momentum for Alpha 7 between those two players.
मेरे side से it's all okay, guys.
They're just gonna keep battling each other, and I know those two players, and I know they definitely have egos, and they're gonna be wanting to one up each other.
For sure. And now with this circle here on the northern side, going in early, and circle moves earlier, it's faster, and it's potentially later going to be smaller. So let's see what the teams decide to do in these cases here. The circle is closing in just less than 10 seconds. C7C in the distance, and Bigetron here on screen misery.
Bigetron trying to figure out. They are going to be seeing 7Cs rotating there towards the north of them. Deadeyes currently trying to start the rotation as well towards this circle. You see Nigma Galaxy, everybody. That circle is going to be closing in a lot faster. This is a Miramar that they're not used to playing. They're not going to be able to be as patient. I can hear the crowd too screaming in the background. The crowd, by the way, has been absolutely great.
Cute Instagram post.
Good to see that they're showing up the local teams in Team Falcons and RA.
Cute दिखता था क्या? Such a great man, brother. Thank you. Keep hard working. We are with you. Thank you so much, brother. Frankie का reaction क्या था after you joined?
Just now,
reaction ऐसा तो
these guys have a long distance to go in. And it's funny.
Living वाला भी same है middle class का.
These guys are going to be doing. I love the support that we're getting.
Proper middle class बंदा होगा.
Fantastic. Vampire on screen.
मैं खर्चे वर्चे नहीं करता.
PMWI 2022 champions.
कब ले रहे हो? LB कब ले रहे हो? ये कब ले रहे हो? वो कब ले रहे हो?
These guys are going to be moving in early as well. Trying to get some better locations. They actually already have spotting inside the circle, but they want to get further north. Want to take more terrain for them.
I'm looking at something here within this circle. It's something that I'm not used to seeing. And it's all the teams, except for some teams currently making their rotations, are literally just in a straight line right down the middle of the circle, which is something I have never seen before. Now you see Nigma Galaxy. Nigma Galaxy actually making a very
first goal is to give them a luxurious life.
Rotation, trying to go now.
And they
might try to push to La Cobreria.
जब किधर से किधर आ गए वो अपने को पता है तो यहाँ से और आगे भी जा सकते हैं.
So this is what I was talking about. You can see just a straight line down the middle. There is some teams now starting to make their way towards the side of the circle, but everybody's just waiting to see where this is going to go.
मिनट क्या है पूरी डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखो यार तुम इसमें भी तुम टाइम स्टैम्प पूछ रहे हो. अरे डॉक्यूमेंट्री पे भी टाइम स्टैम्प कौन पूछता है बे? That was so inspiring for real. Thank you.
I mean, the North
खुद ही डायमंड हो सकता है.
end up helping out them.
शुक्रिया भाई मेरी जान शुक्रिया.
With this circle. What a
Where we can see the documentary. लोगों का होम पेज खोलो. The main page जब खोलते हैं ना उसमें बैनर आ गया देखो. आप बैनर देख रहे हो ना? बैनर दिख रहा है मेरे को. क्लियर कट बैनर दिख रहा है.
What a crazy shift.
Center onto San Martin. It's actually tiny compared to the last circle here. So a lot of teams have to move on early.
Block nightmare window भाई कौन सा block यार?
That and also an urban ending. Shots are coming out from the march.
Shot bro.
Vampire doing a lot of damage onto those vehicles. The Bronco is taking more damage than the bus, so it's definitely good that they're focusing that.
Relatives का क्या reaction है वो सब documentary में बताने से.
Does go slower, so
personal life तक ही रहने दो यार. सब reveal कर दूँगा.
He's gonna jump out. He does not want to continue in that vehicle for sure. More Vampire guys are trying to just sweep back down towards that circle and try to get inside that new circle. But a lot of teams are on that southern side of the new circle, so there's gonna be a lot of fights for these compounds, Seven.
And I think the March just realized that one of the other teams, 7Cs, is going to be very close to them. They decide to start positioning themselves a little bit different. Yusef still, whichever vehicle passes by, whether it's Rod or whether it's Vampire Esports, they're going to get some bullets onto them. You can see the March trying to cover up Powerful a little bit. Powerful needs to be careful.
Watchparty देखो Snax में बेचारे. Sorry यार थोड़ा मैं मेरा क्या बोलूँ यार तुमको मेरा दिमाग काम नहीं कर रहा.
Falcons never alone, getting 2 knocks right there on from
दिमाग काम नहीं कर रहा यार. Sorry. चल 7 चल मारेगा मार की गिरी मारेगा आदम.
The Mar does end up getting the finish on Munir.
Let's go. Sorry यार match ध्यान नहीं देता. My bad.
Meanwhile, Stalwart Esports knocking down Saxi and Jen Frost being able to knock some of the players down. From
Raj जैसा नाम वैसा काम. Vampire by thank you.
There's so many teams alive right now. The circle, as you mentioned earlier, is so small. It's going to just open up the door for a lot of third party. And 7C is now starting to realize, hey, you know what? We might be able to actually steal some elims here from some of these teams.
Device का कैसे जुगाड़ किया? Device का savings करे थोड़ा. EMI पे लिया, डैड ने हेल्प किया थोड़ा. Redmi Note 4 हमने EMI पे लिया था. तो वो टाइम पे 10,000 का डिवाइस था, 1,000 रुपए की EMI लिए थे. 10 महीने 12 महीने के लिए.
Yeah, forever loan was
10,000 का डिवाइस था. EMI पे लिया था, 12,000 का कुछ पड़ रहा था इंटरेस्ट के साथ. तो हर महीने का 1,000 रुपए का था. डैड ने दिलाया था EMI पे वो टाइम पे.
Get a little bit deeper onto a different angle.
डिवाइस का नहीं बताया, मैंने सब बताया था रे, बट वो उन्होंने 15-20 मिनट का डॉक्यूमेंट्री किया. मैंने A to Z सब बताया था. 18 मिनट का ही शायद 15 से 20 मिनट का ही टाइमर था शायद डॉक्यूमेंट्री का. उतने में उनको पूरा कवर करना था. ऐसा मैं बताने जाऊँ तो भाई 1 घंटे का वीडियो बन जाए. अगर मैं ऐसा बताने जाऊँगा तो 1 घंटे का वीडियो बन जाएगा भाई डॉक्यूमेंट्री. 15-20 मिनट में स्टोरी बता दिया जितना. नक्षत्रा भी बिग शॉट टीम नक्षत्रा भाई. अबे दिल आ गया जी तुम्हारा. थैंक यू. चल 7C's OP.
7C's, these two teams are
ando.
And we do have a crazy shift towards west, south. And yeah, there's still some urban there, but yeah, I don't think it would end up getting the urban ending.
We have to get a Damwon Kia hard shift 3 times back to back for it to go up there. But the question is, what does the teams that are outside do now? A lot of teams could be sweeping in and try to get into that backside because you kind of want to stay away from the north, right? It's like at least 80% chance that it's going to stay on the south side if you look at the side of the circle and where that road is. You don't want to have to cross that road later. So it's basically it's a Hail Mary to go into the city and just try to survive. The other team should be trying to sweep in behind on that southern side.
Yeah, as we're saying, 7C's now starting to make the push.
And
Mythic being able to knock Juni from Damwon Kia, as we are seeing S2G
आपके लिए पहले इतना रिस्पेक्ट था और ज़्यादा हो गया. Thank you.
End up doing some damage on
शुक्रिया.
Modi backing up a little bit and Alpha 7.
Oh,
that one, yeah.
They're so
they
low.
were getting pushed by Alpha 7. He does end up getting a both knock from damn one Kia. They're not able to make the final push there, even though in a way they were blessed by those zones. It ends up backfiring, and I think it has to be with Alpha 7 just making them push out of the area that damn one Kia was trying to control.
Lord taking some fire from Stalwart. Stalwart still in a really good high ground spot, as you see on the screen right there. A lot of control they're able to do. They just need to live to focus. Oh, nice shots. Pika taking down Lord. Need to focus on the teams pushing in from the east side so they can control that high ground and not be...
Thank you for inspiring, man. Thank you.
From the back, more shots coming in. Pika taking down Freak with a headshot.
और डायमंड की जॉब में से गेमिंग में आने की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ. Lots of love. BTMC Gaming, big shout out to you, bhai, और all the best, brother. I hope आपकी journey crazy हो, आपके सपने सारे पूरे हो. All the best, man. Wish you all the luck.
Esports are taking full control of this height advantage.
They
are aware that 7C's is going to be pushing out to them at some point. They are able to pass the Falcons to get the knock. He's not.
आग लगा दिया भाई. Thank you. मराठी बोलो bro. मराठी में कैसा गया बाबा.
Slightly get out of the way. And ultimately,
this part was
the horizon from 7C's is actually towards the more towards the south of them. Because Afterparty Esports is gonna end up.
Emotionally documented
right now and talking about Afterparty Esports, they are able to spot one player from Bigetron, and they are gonna push in this. They know how big the high ground can be here in Miramar.
Yeah, exactly. Could be crucial for them, but they are outside the zone. Misery has to relocate from this. He cannot engage without potentially going down to the circle. It is also circle 4, so it's closing fast, and it's going to do a little bit more damage. As you see here, a lot of teams are on the northern side still. A lot of space on that south. Alpha 7 trying to control some. Oh, it's a western shift. Still has a little bit of the road in, but Nigma Galaxy with the last compound from inside San Martin. Alpha 7 with that western control could potentially have another good game.
Yeah, we're going to see so many crazy shifts right here. I mean, we're seeing it right now.
पूरा relate कर रहा रे मजा आ गया रे. Thank you Rax OP.
7C's Rod is currently eliminated, and Team Falcons, they are going to try to find a way to get into their circle. It's going to be crazy rotations, and I think a lot of these teams are going to be getting gate kept.
7C's madman.
Meanwhile, Stalwart Esports is just looking at all of this.
अरे last बचा रे. Zone यार zone BT वे.
I think the MARO was able to get
zone BT दे दिया guys.
$2,000. So this first special elimination with the Nate. That's
काफी overwhelming feel हुआ. Feeling high आपके document देखने के बाद. Your struggle is so different than other. Literally family को.
With the return headshot onto Misery.
Thank you.
Oh, the guys from Bigetron, they're going to have to consider. We're going to try to rest him. I don't think it's happening. The circle's already moving. They're going to have to move too. Loxy last player. Nope. Vampires
financial condition change.
Just going to try to get more eliminations out of this one. Ravenclaw taking the bus. A lot of damage is ticking from that zone right now.
As we are going to be looking at the replay.
हर एक middle class family में होता है.
Good Nate.
एक बंदा रहता है जो आता है.
Pretty much 2 players.
He changes the whole financial scenario for his family.
Elimination, he's also trying to go for the most special elimination.
Middle class वाले relate कर सकते हैं.
5K.
Only middle class guys.
Yeah. 2K.
No, both.
It's awesome to have a person like you in this community. Feeling happy for you. Thank you, brothers. It's all because of you guys.
End up getting eliminated there by Team Falcons.
नहीं रहता तो शायद मैं इधर नहीं रहता.
Ends up getting knocked too.
मैं अभी भी हीरे की तरह रहता.
Also trying to make a push there towards the circle.
अगर तुम लोग का प्यार तुम लोग का सपोर्ट नहीं रहता तो शायद भाई मैं अभी सूरत में बैठ के हीरे की तरह रहता. या हैदराबाद में बैठ के किस तरह रहता. उसने तो वही कर रहा था, जॉब ही कर रहा था.
Ended up getting just caught on the rotation by Nigma Galaxy earlier.
It kind of gives it away, right? Because he's hiding in the bush, but there's a big orange car just next to it. People are going to be like, there's a guy over there for sure. Shreps taking some shots towards Loxy and Bigetron. Stalwart also close to it. He's trying to send it in, but Stalwart is trying to defend. This is a really good dip he has, but it's outside the zone, and he's going to be pushed here just in 60 meters. It is pushing closer. Loxy's trying to get the most out of this one. He's going to have a hard time. He's going to have to smoke just now. Circle is doing a lot of damage.
मैं गेम डेवलपर मुझे प्लेयर बनना है. बनो भाई, ऑल द बेस्ट. मैं मजाक से कि भाई अभी आपके डॉक्यूमेंट देख के आया, लिटरली रो दिया भाई. और जस्ट जेम ऑफ पर्सन. मच रिस्पेक्ट. थैंक यू.
On screen, he's going to pop soon.
अब बोला रिलेटिव को
really taking that center control, except for Nigma Galaxy. The next circle is going to shift, and it's a northwestern shift. It is crazy. It's maintaining 50%
Big basta भाई.
Right straight through the middle. That's crazy.
ऐसा नहीं बोलने का यार. ऐसा सोचने का नहीं. मेहनत करो यार, भगवान पे भरोसा रखो. जरूर कुछ ना कुछ लाइफ में अच्छा होगा.
Alpha 7.
मजा आ गया सच भाई, just saw the episode. Thank you.
Luxy,
Gem of IGC. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
He is healing. He is going to be able to maybe
appreciate each and every one of you.
Esports after he gets in.
अच्छा लगा
he
बहुत
might be able to get some extra points for his team in regards to just eliminations, but they need to. Oh, ultimately he ends up getting just eliminated there by this zone. Luxy not really being able to do much there for Bigetron. Meanwhile, Vampire Esports getting shot at by Stalwart Esports. These two teams, I know they. I mean. कहाँ से देखा डॉक्यूमेंट्री लोगों के पे होम पेज पे जाओ उसमें बैनर आया बैनर पे क्लिक करो दिख जाएगा डॉक्यूमेंट्री गुजरात में हीरा चमकाते हुए आप चमक गए आप अपनी फैमिली और हमारे थैंक यू शुक्रिया शुक्रिया because they're going to be pushing into R8 and they're both
जब तक मेरी सांस रहेगी मैं आपका फैन हूं अरे भाई भाई ऐसा हेवी डायलॉग
having amazing chemistry to try to make that push and worry about all these teams. Vampires will ultimately get eliminated by Deadeyes.
Yeah, Deadeyes guys, they get another
damn brother.
Revo and the guys from Alpha 7, quick command and control. Stalwart is under so much pressure from multiple angles. Action goes down. The other guys try to move with the vehicle. They're going to be sending it towards Nigma Galaxy, potentially crashing this apartment block. Top, a lot of damage. It's going to be an explosion, and that is Stalwart out in 6th place, eliminated by Nigma Galaxy. Super well played and defended here by them.
Nigma Galaxy. I mean, so far they really haven't had to do crazy rotations, but they are being able to hold up the compounds.
They're positive comments.
You can see Mythic there being able to connect one Deadeyes with the name. Deadeyes are almost getting some action on Mythic back.
Last match, yes, last match.
He's not going to be able to. He is going to.
इसके बाद duo match है guys. शायद मैं नहीं देखूँगा.
Mythic is able to heal himself just in time to not get knocked. And you can see Nigma Galaxy free.
ठीक है. ये last match इसके बाद मैं जा रहा हूँ. डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखो तुम लोग बताओ कैसा लगा इंस्टाग्राम पे डीएम करो कमेंट करो बताओ फीडबैक दो यार बहुत अच्छा लगेगा दिल से मैच के बाद बंद करूंगा ठीक है डुओ मैच नहीं देखूंगा
are maintaining control of that southwestern side. Nigma Galaxy have
दीदी आपको हरा नहीं बोलते यार ये तो हर सिस्टर बोलती है हर सिस्टर अपने भाई को कमी नहीं बोलती कितना भी अच्छा रहो कमी ना बोलेगी.
Two guys live that trying to see if they can survive this. Nigma Galaxy is going to have to push out soon. They potentially could have done this a little bit earlier. This could be rough for them. Damage is coming in. Rauf goes down. Mythic finds another one.
Mythic being able to
find अभी तो हीरा किससे हो
Alpha 7 to just very
3 साल हो गए भाई छोड़
be
के
careful with RA. I think RA might have been able to spot him.
The second of yours makes this position lovely. Thank you.
Able to get a knock.
शुक्रिया भैया शुक्रिया.
Finish off
वीकेंडी बचा है वीकेंडी हो गया ब्रो लास्ट मैच है.
And guess what? Fabian
इसके बाद डुओ वाला मैच है वो ठीक है नहीं
might be the savior for Alpha
10th के बाद तुम सूरत गए तो आपका 10th तक ही पड़े हो वेरी इमोशनल. मैं मेरा डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन हुआ है ब्रो चल रहा है डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन. हर्षिल भाई चल रहा है डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन
and also Dam Kia.
और YouTube पे लाइव आओगे क्यूल रनर YouTube पे लाइव आएंगे कल तो आना बनता है सुबह 11 बजे लाइव आता हूं.
Alright, the question is can Fabian maybe rat them?
Story दिल पे लग गया अरे thank you with respect to you and your family the struggle thank you आपकी मैं डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखा भाई इमोशनल हो गया अरे
Alpha 7 look
अरे साहब तुम इमोशनल हो जाओगे तो मेरे को कर दोगे बे मैं नहीं होना चाहता यार इमोशनल. मैंने ऑलरेडी 1 मिलियन पे बहुत रो दिया भाई. तुमको पता चला 1 मिलियन पे तक क्यों रोया.
other guys are
तुमको समझ में आया 1 मिलियन पे तक क्यों रोया बस ये पूरा फ्लैशबैक आ गया था मेरे को.
The Alpha 7 players are just getting super lucky right now. Being able to just evade on some bullets and as I say that Mythic does end up getting knocked. I think he's going to end up getting finished there by Freak, but it could have been a lot worse for Alpha 7.
इसलिए उस दिन मैं बहुत रोया भाई ऑफ स्ट्रीम भी बहुत रोया.
Modi does end up getting knocked by Revo. Freak just laying back and waiting patiently. Revo's going to be throwing some grenades. They're able to spot Mafioso. Mafioso currently out with the sniper at this.
The slang that I like most don't know. उसके लिए आपको ट्रोल भी कर रहे थे. स्टार्टिंग में बहुत ट्रोल हुआ है. स्टार्टिंग में जानते हैं लोग पहले से फॉलो कर रहे हैं. वो पता है बहुत लोग ने ट्रोल किया. बहुत
Galaxy out in 4th place.
बहुत लोगों ने ट्रोल किया.
By Alpha 7 R8 down to just one guy and also Damwon Kia could potentially take this 2nd place as Fabian is able to clutch this one. Bandar trying to nade it. He's taking more damage. He's taking him down. Huge for Damwon Kia, but Alpha 7 close it out.
Ultimately, Alpha 7 just too strong. Being able to just make their way into the surface. Make sure that they.
मैं तुमको फिर से बता देता हूँ डॉक्यूमेंट्री कहाँ है. मैं बताता हूँ रुको. देखो आपको आपके फोन में लोको खोलना है या ब्राउजर पे जिस पे भी लोको खोलते हो लोको खोलो. लोको खोलोगे ये लोको मैंने खोला ठीक है. आप फोन में खोलोगे ना तो आपको ऐसा बैनर दिख जाएगा. ये देखो लोको ड्रीम करो स्ट्रीम करो का बैनर देख रहे हो ना. ये बैनर दिखेगा. बैनर पे क्लिक करो तुम सीधा डॉक्यूमेंट्री में जाओगे. मैंने डॉक्यूमेंट्री खोल दिया. ये ट्रेलर है. ट्रेलर वाला खुल गया गलती से बट उसमें नीचे जाओगे ना थोड़ा इसका पेज खोलोगे ना लोको ओरिजिनल्स नीचे डॉक्यूमेंट्री दिख जाएगा. देखो अभी अपलोड किया इन्होंने. ये रहा डॉक्यूमेंट्री. जाओ देखो कमेंट करके बताओ. बंदे कमेंट भी कर रहे हैं इधर. भाई भाई भाई, अरे फुल कमेंट्स है रे, मैं कमेंट्स पढ़ूंगा मैं, सारे कमेंट पढ़ूंगा मैं भाई साहब, कितने सारे कमेंट है। ठीक है, जाओ लोको ओरिजिनल्स वाले पेज पे देखो जाके, ऐप में तुमको ऐसा बैनर दिखेगा, बता। ये देखो, ये बैनर दिख रहा है, ये मावी की स्ट्रीम के ऊपर ये बैनर दिख रहा है मेरी फोटो वाला, उस पर क्लिक करो, तुमको दिख जाएगा लोगों पे आया डॉक्यूमेंट्री। ठीक है, ठीक है गाइस, दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे। मिलते हैं आप सबसे कल की यूट्यूब स्ट्रीम पे, फिर रात में वॉच पार्टी करेंगे शाम में। ठीक है गाइस, चलो, थैंक यू सो मच, अच्छा लगा आप सबसे मिलके क्या अच्छा लगा आज वॉच पार्टी करके, मजा आया। थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग इन, भारी था भाई डॉक्यूमेंट्री, मजा आया। थैंक यू गाइस, चलो ठीक है, सी यू ऑल, मिलते हैं कल सुबह यूट्यूब पे। बताना डॉक्यूमेंट्री देख के कैसा लगा कल, यूट्यूब पे बताना सुबह कमेंट करके लाइव स्ट्रीम पे। ठीक है, चलो बाय बाय गाइस, गुड नाइट एवरीवन, टेक केयर, स्वीट ड्रीम्स।